ESPN.org.
Portions of the following program were pre-recorded.
ESPN Asheville. Yeah. WPEK Fairview. WMXF Waynesville. An iHeart radio station. Guaranteed human. Live from the Ingalls studio.
I can't wait to play with myself every day.
The Sportsocracy.
Damn the devil to hell! Let the big dogs eat! Let them on the field!
Come get you some of this.
Fire them cannons! By golly, put more powder in those things.
He couldn't take any more disappointment.
Oh, my God. The Jets killed him.
And welcome into the Sportsocracy on ESPN Asheville. We're heard everywhere you go on the iHeart Radio app. You can watch us on YouTube. Go to thesportsocracy.com. Click
If
the
Tank
live
can
video
figure
link.
out which station he's actively on right now.
Sometimes it doesn't always work for a ninja.
I mean, we were literally yelling right into the open, and the open just didn't fire.
Yep, it just didn't happen.
Tank's like, "Well, why is it not working?" And I said, "Because you're not in WWNC.
That's right.
This is WPEK.
Sometimes that happens. Welcome into the show. Heard everywhere on the iHeart Radio app. Seen everywhere on the YouTube. Just go to thesportsocracy.com. Click the live video link. Subscribe to the channel. And join us in the chat. So welcome back, Jeremy. Although, I mean, you were here yesterday.
I was here.
Just you weren't here. So
if you listened real carefully, you could hear me yelling in the background. You had to really put your ears to the grounds and listen for the hooves.
I heard no yelling. Welcome in. And just, personal note to everybody. Thank you for all of the predictions yesterday of how long I would make it through the first game of the Stanley Cup. I didn't even get to see the first goal.
Oh, I mean, it happened in 25 seconds. So.
I fell asleep before that started. How about
Yikes.
that? Yeah.
I watched the whole thing.
Did you?
And now I'm seriously considering going to game 2.
Are you? Good for you. Have fun with that.
Hey,
I don't have a second mortgage, so I can't go to one of those things.
You can't afford a second mortgage?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's say you don't have a second mortgage?
I don't have one of those.
That's a good thing.
Yeah. And I'm not taking one out. That's kind of the point. Not going to happen. But hopefully, if you get to go, have fun. Enjoy that.
Raleigh's a hike.
People
don't realize how long the state of North Carolina
It's absolutely
is.
a hike. And I don't know. I mean, it'd be much better than going to a World Cup game, but
there was so one of my favorite things to watch on social media is the glitched accounts where they go through the interwebs and they find deals where people have coded things wrong. So you'll get, like, I got a power bank, one of those big generator looking things. I got one for $50. It's supposed to be $600. They glitched World Cup games for free, and I still didn't do it.
Mm-hmm.
I got there. I saw it. $0, and I went, nope. Not gonna.
Well, I mean, there's not even one around here, is there?
I think the one I saw was in New York.
I was going to say, there's not one in driving distance.
Shocker. After, with the way New York votes, who's shocked that their World Cup games are being given away for free?
Are they doing games in Atlanta? Does Mercedes have
I don't think so.
Okay. I was going to say,
if they are, I don't know about it.
That's the closest place that would possibly have a World Cup game. But if you can afford the World Cup, guess what? We'll have coverage for you here on ESPN Asheville. Select games, I guess we have to say, since we're not covering all of the games, and we're not able to cover all of the games that iHeart has the rights to carry because Atlanta Braves baseball will be on.
I'll put it this way: I've been in every single one of those meetings. I still don't know which games we're carrying. I've been in all of them, and I'm still not sure. You want to know the schedule? You tune in, and you'll find out.
That's right.
And so will I at the same time.
I do know all the USA games will be on.
Yes.
All the USA games, there were no scheduled conflicts for those, so we will be carrying all of the USA games during the World Cup here on ESPN Asheville and your iHeartRadio family of stations.
Atlanta does have World Cup games.
They do have World Cup games. Okay, well, there you go. Good for Atlanta. Still doesn't make me interested in wanting to go see one.
Nope.
Maybe for a U.S. game. But I don't think I'm interested in Tanzania versus Zimbabwe. I'm good. I can pass on that.
There's a country involved in one of the games in Atlanta that I don't actively know where it is.
What is it?
Czechia?
Czechia, yeah. Used to be Chechnya.
Why they
dropped it? Czechia.
Czechia.
Yeah, Czechia. That used to be Czechoslovakia. They just call it
used
Czechia.
to be the Czech Republic.
Yes. They just call it Czechia now.
Why is Czechia? Why have they become the prince of countries and just keep changing their names?
They're actually just trying to stay with the times. This is so that they can get the so that they can get more characters into their Twitter posts.
All right,
I think that's how that goes.
Great North Sports said, "I want Tank to name 8 countries in the World Cup."
8 countries in the World Cup. Mm-hmm. I feel like that's pretty easy.
I think 8's going to be tougher for you than you think.
You got the U.S., you got Spain, there's England, there's Scotland, there's Czechia, there's
that one doesn't count. I gave you
the
that
Congo. I know they're coming.
This one yet.
I know they're coming because we did the story about the fact that we're going to let the team in, but none of their fans can come because they're carrying Ebola. Let's see who else is involved in this. I'm sure Italy's in it, and Germany, and it's all the usuals.
I was hoping you were going to throw in Uzbekistan in there, and you didn't. That didn't quite work the way I wanted it to.
Is Myanmar coming? Do they have a team?
I don't even know what that is. I'm not sure you didn't just make that up.
China?
Oh,
will
by
China
the way,
have a team?
Oh, and by the way, you got it wrong because Italy's not in.
Italy didn't make
it.
Oh, well, shoot.
I was like, I can't find Italy, but I'm just assuming they're here.
How did Italy not make it? I thought that was their thing. I thought soccer was their thing. But hey, there you go.
Only 32 can make it.
There you go. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And see, that's why you should listen to Great North Sports, because he talks about stuff like that, and he actually knows. We, on the other hand, don't.
Does he? Do they cover soccer too?
Well, he knew Italy wasn't in it, so he's beating us.
Okay, all right.
However, I do know about the hockey because I watched every second of it, and I'm a little disappointed that you didn't. Because it was awesome.
I didn't. I know we scored 25 seconds in and then lost.
And I will say this, Carolina, why is it a really bad indicator when you score in the first minute? I didn't realize that there was a guy sitting – I went out to watch the game last night. There was a guy sitting beside me that said, Carolina's doomed. They just scored. Yeah, they've lost every game they scored in the first minute. In the last 8 times they've scored a goal within a minute, they have lost them all. Yeah. But it was very hotly contested. Yeah. I would still say Carolina probably wins this series. I thought they were the better team the entire night.
5-4 final score. Vegas takes the 1-0 lead in the series. I did read that Carolina set a new record. They became the first team ever to lose on their home ice with a multi-goal lead in Game 1 of a Stanley Cup Finals. So that's yay!
Yeah, because they had a 2-0 lead.
Yeah, they were up 2-0.
No time.
They were up 2-0 right before the end of the first period, and then allowed one, and then allowed 2 more. Got down 3-2. I think they tied it 3-3. And it was 4-3. And it was 4-4. And then they
gave up the late goal.
Old Gostabear or whatever his name is apparently got lost in defense and gave up the winning goal.
I do enjoy with hockey. I don't know any of the names, and I don't care. I turn into everybody's girlfriend of 71 should really play better. I don't know his name, and I don't really know what he does, but he sucks. I did that several times last night, and I kept catching myself doing it, going, oh, this is that thing that ex-girlfriends of mine used to do that used to piss me off real good.
Yeah.
So I should probably keep this in
yesterday on the program, and thanks again to Great North Sports for coming on and, trying to get me excited. And I was excited when I left here. And then I got home, and I completely forgot hockey even existed.
I made the error in judgment of saying, I'm going to do a shot of tequila for every goal that's scored. And I went, oh, that was not as much fun as I thought it would be.
Uh-huh. But thanks again to Great North Sports.
It was fantastic.
David Smith of Armchair Commentary for joining us on the show yesterday. Yeah, I missed it.
You just can't get up for the hockey.
I just it's one of those things.
I think hockey is the third most consumable sport on television. And that's me giving football 1 and 2 because I think it beats everything else.
I would agree with that.
Mainly because everything else has become so unbelievably unwatchable.
Mm-hmm. I mean, that's a fact. It's not – I mean, don't feel too bad, hockey fans. I won't watch a single second of the NBA Finals tonight either.
I'll bet you I don't get as far into the NBA as I did. I'll watch probably the first 6 – I'll watch to the under 6 timeout just because Wembanyama is that fun to watch. There was a girl that hated him last night that I can't figure out hating Victor Wembanyama. Is there anything hateable about him? Because I don't see it.
No.
I think he's the nicest kid ever.
I mean, he's French. That's probably the only thing you could hate about him.
Tank. That's Sports Tank ESPN. Tank's views do not necessarily reflect the rest of the entity.
That's all right. That's all right. Even if they had a problem with it, they'd surrender in no time. I'm not taking no prisoners.
It is a Take No Prisoners Wednesday.
It is. It's also a Talk Me Into It Wednesday.
Yes, this was the idea we had Monday, and then the NFL decided to go, no. Everything you planned, that goes out the window right now.
Mm-hmm.
But to follow up on the one part of that we got to do on Monday, Caleb Williams is doomed. He is the Madden cover athlete.
Yes, he is. And Bears fans are treating this like it is just the greatest achievement they've ever had.
Well, I mean, for a quarterback, it probably is.
Oh, yeah. Taking shots at Green Bay Packer fans like, well, Aaron Rodgers was never on the cover of Madden. Yeah, but he does have several MVPs and won a Super Bowl, so I don't really understand why you're so excited that your guy ended up on the cover of a video game. You know who else has been on the cover of that video game? Peyton Hillis.
Correct. Antonio Brown.
Well, I mean, that's
Odell Beckham Jr.
That's closer. That's closer than AB was. Because, I mean, hell, at least AB was the greatest wide receiver in the sport at the time. Odell had one good catch.
Vince Young was on the cover of
yeah, he was, wasn't he? Who else was random? Dante Culpepper.
Yep, that's a good one. But the history of Madden cover athletes is awfully bleak.
Mm-hmm. I mean, you've had some stars on there. And unfortunately, bad things happen to their careers after.
Yep.
And
none
Caleb
of them
Williams
tend to be nearly as good after it as they were before it.
Caleb Williams, you're up next, brother. So, yeah, Bears fans, enjoy that all you want to. I mean, look, I understand it. When you have nothing else to be proud of with your franchise, making it on the cover of a video game is like pretty important.
Well, I mean, they have a lot to be proud of defensively. They have very little to be proud of offensively.
Okay. All right.
I mean, some of the legends of the game did play for the Bears.
Sure.
Just not many quarterbacks.
Right.
The greatest quarterback in your history is Jim McMahon. So
I was going to say, and were there any since Brian Urlacher? Because
Lance Briggs was pretty good.
Yeah, that's true. Lance was good. Peanut, maybe you can celebrate Peanut a little bit.
They had a lot of look. The Bears have had a lot of great players, just not many of them offensively.
No.
I also think that's why Bears fans are not realistic when it comes to Caleb Williams. Because I feel like this is hitting you in the face and you're just choosing not to see it. Which is fine.
He's the greatest quarterback we've ever had. Okay. Sweet. That bar's not set very high. Just so you know. But it is what it is. Bears fans, be happy. Be happy that you, for once, have a team that's actually kind of interesting, that's actually worth talking about.
Oh, yeah.
Rather than, I mean, it could be worse. You could be the Miami Dolphins.
Oh, don't start them.
I'm going to get them riled up for you once
don't
again.
Don't start them again. They finally quieted down a little bit. I mean, I honestly, Dolphin fans have made me want to restart a segment that we haven't done in forever. Mm-hmm. Be it Troll Patrol or misspelled death threats.
Yeah. The Red Sea says, so what exactly has he done to warrant being on the Madden cover anyway?
Don't know.
Not a thing.
Not a clue.
Be famous. It's the only thing you really need. As long as you have a name and you're marketable, you have a pretty photogenic face. I mean, you got to give the kid that. You're going to sell a lot of jerseys, you're going to sell a lot of merchandise, and you're going to be on some video games.
Stephen Tao said the deluxe edition comes with a nail polish chart. Will that be like when they had to send the insert to put Brett Favre in a Jets jersey? I still have that.
I don't remember
edition of the game.
Really?
Oh yeah, they did a digital download of him in a Jets jersey. Because when they printed the game, he was in Green Bay.
Yep.
Then he got traded to the Jets. And here, just slide this in the front.
Bill Workman says, Julius Peppers played for the Bears for a few years.
He did.
Yeah, he did, but he didn't do anything great when he was there. It was...
he was still pretty good.
Yeah, I mean, he was fine.
And Julius was good pretty much anywhere he went.
You still don't get to claim that.
No.
Like, that's not an all-time Bears great. No. I mean, that's like saying Jared Allen is one. He's not either.
No.
Just because you played there once or twice.
He was there 4 years, in fairness.
Julius Peppers, and had a total of, 13 sacks?
No, it's way more than you.
Am I underselling him?
You are underselling that by a lot. He had 38.
Damn.
4 years.
I didn't realize he had that many.
He never had less than 7 in any season he was in Chicago.
Interesting.
Had double digits twice.
I didn't realize he was that good.
Now, was he as good as he was in Carolina? No. That's a Carolina guy.
Yeah, when you say Julius Peppers, no one's going, hey, Chicago Bears. No, that's Carolina Panthers.
He also played in Green Bay for 3 years that people seem to forget.
Yeah, he did that as well. Anyway, today it is Talk Me Into It Wednesday. We'll do some college. We'll do some pro hot takes and convince ourselves that they're true. If you've got one, throw it out in the chat. I can't remember who it was. Somebody said yesterday, "Ooh, I've got one." So now's the time to throw it out there.
Yes.
If you got one, throw it into the YouTube chat, and we'll discuss when we return here on ESPN Asheville.
The Atlanta Braves are on a mission, and night after night they are making their case as one of the best teams in baseball.
3-2 to Drake. And he swings and hits a missile to deep right field to the chop house and out of here.
Chopping toward another playoff run.
Olsen hits it well. Deep center field to the wall and gone!
The Mountain's home for Braves baseball is ESPN Asheville. Proudly brought to you by Parks Ford of Hendersonville.
Keep listening for the next chance to win your way to our iHeartRadio Music Festival presented by Capital One.
This September, coming back to Las Vegas, streaming live on Disney Plus and Hulu.
Tickets go on sale Friday, June 12th at 2 p.m. Eastern, 11 a.m. Pacific through AXS.com.
But starting June 10th at 1 p.m. Eastern.
Capital One cardholders get first access to tickets and other exclusive offers for 48 hours only or while presale tickets last. Visit iHeartRadio.com/Capital One for more presale details. What's in your wallet?
It's the French Open, where every point is a battle on clay. I'd know. I competed there for decades. Join me, Renee Stubbs, on the Renee Stubbs Tennis Podcast for no-nonsense breakdowns of the biggest matches, the toughest players, and the moments that define Roland Garros.
Listen, Elena Rybakina is arguably the best player in the world right now, and I actually can win on any surface.
Search the Renee Stubbs Tennis Podcast on iHeartRadio, America's #1 podcast network and the Webby Podcast Company of the Year.
Presented by Capital One, founding partner of iHeart Women's Sports.
Clarissa sells WNC as the #1 team in Buncombe County. We have the customer service experience to assist you in achieving your real estate goals. Our team offers something that 90% of listings in our market won't have, Zillow Showcase. Check us out at clarissasellswnc.com.
I'm David.
And I'm Christina.
And this is our Ingles story.
Ginger's Revenge is a brewery located in Asheville, North Carolina that specializes in the production of hard ginger beer.
So we use all natural, whole ingredients, and I think that really sets us apart.
Ingles is an amazing partner for us to work with. A lot of our fans know that they can go to Ingles and find a lot of the flavors that we have available, and they just make it really easy for folks to purchase local products.
I'm Coley Duffy.
I'm Cody Ward.
And
we're the Chainsaw Brothers.
Actually, we're cousins. A few days after Helene, we was in the driveway having a couple beers, waiting on the power to come back on. And we heard so many people calling, needing trees removed, and couldn't afford it.
So I called my dad to borrow a chainsaw, and over the next few months, we cleared trees for our neighbors. Our business was born out of wanting to help Western North Carolina get back on our feet.
We are fully insured and licensed. We keep our promises, meaning if we say we're going to be there, we'll be there. In these parts, we live how we were raised.
When you call the Chainsaw Brothers, you're not a customer, you're family. We're good at what we do, and we do it for a reasonable cost.
For all your chainsaw needs, call the Chainsaw Brothers. 828-316-1013. Or find us on Facebook. See how we treat our family.
Are you still covered up with storm damage and debris?
Call us about our daily rates at 828-316-1013. That's 828-316-1013. We're the Chainsaw Brothers, and with our neighbors, we are Western North Carolina strong.
Do better, be better every day. That's the Parks Promise. Our mission, to improve lives with every interaction. This is JW, General Manager at Parks Ford Hendersonville. Experience the Parks Promise today at parksfordhendersonville.com. That's parksfordhendersonville.com.
The Sportsocracy.
Let's open up the whole can and kick ass and kill them all. Let the paramedics sort them out.
Welcome back into the Sportsocracy. This is ESPN Asheville. It's a Talk Me Into It Wednesday. The hot takes of the upcoming football season, NFL, college. You got one, throw it into the YouTube chat. We'll roll into it along with all of the other scenarios that Jeremy's dug out of the dark recesses of the internet.
Gambit fan says he has been sober for about 3 hours of the last 24.
Nice.
I haven't not been. I don't remember a time that I haven't been yelling. Like, it's been so long that I haven't been yelling about something. I don't remember what it's like to talk at a normal volume.
It may not always be outward. It's always going on in the head, though.
I got home last night. Amy looked at me and said, "Why are you shouting right now?" And I said, "I didn't realize I was. This has been the volume I have had to say every word for 2 days."
Oh, the joys of being an adult, right? It's just
I don't enjoy it.
It never stops.
Yeah, I don't enjoy it.
Let's see. We've got a scenario here in the chat. You want to go with one of those first?
Sure.
All right. Let's go. This is from Bill Workman at NFL Draft Yoda. He says, "Talk me into the Saints not winning the South, because looking at the NFC South this year, the Saints seem like they are in the driver's seat for the NFC South title."
It's one of my favorite bets.
Okay.
The only thing that scares me about the Saints is how hard the schedule starts.
Mm-hmm.
Because you got 2 games that you are going to get smacked.
But then everything turns around.
Then you don't play another game where you're going to get smacked until the end of November.
Right. You start 0-2, and you should be 5-2 by the time the bye week rolls around in week 8. Then you got Cleveland and Carolina, which,
I think Carolina's the hardest team in the NFL for me to put a finger on.
Okay.
I don't think I've ever seen Vegas miss a team this obviously, and they don't care. They just don't care. I mean, if you look at the betting markets, it does not make – I mean, just listen to what I'm about to say out loud and tell me what part of this really makes sense to you.
Okay.
If you look at the teams in the NFL with the lowest over-under win total, do you know who those teams are?
Well, it's got to be the bad ones. It's the Jets and the Tennessee Titans and the Raiders and the Dolphins. Who am I leaving out of that group? I said the Jets. Who am I leaving out?
Carolina.
Well, Carolina's like
right.
8th or something, aren't they? Which is still bad.
In order, it's the the Cardinals, the Dolphins, the Jets and the Browns, and then Carolina.
Crazy.
That's insane to me, and they're doing nothing to change it. If you look at the number, of all the major betting sites, the only one that has gone up to 7.5 is, I believe I think that's BetMGM. I don't recognize the logo. I don't use BetMGM. I use DraftKings.
Okay.
The crown is yours. They just don't make a lot of sense. When you look at it it's staring at you on a computer screen, and you see that the Panthers are down there with the Raiders, Jets, Cardinals, and Dolphins, and they're either tied with or behind the Browns, the Falcons, the Titans, the Giants. It doesn't make a ton of sense. But I will tell you this. Every time Vegas does something like this, and it makes you go, that seems off, they tend to be right more than they're wrong.
Right. More right than you are.
Especially because I know people are betting this.
Mm-hmm.
I
over hard.
Through some of the channels that we have with betting doing this job, it's 85% of bets on Carolina are going over 6.5 wins. Yeah. And they're not adjusting anything.
Yeah.
You know what that tells me? They don't care. Because that's a liability, but it's a liability they're not worried about.
Mm-hmm.
And if you tell me Carolina's going to be down there, I don't really buy into Atlanta. I think Atlanta is probably better than we have made them out to be because you've been a real hater on the Falcons.
Absolutely.
I just don't trust them.
No.
You hired a coach that I like that should make the offense better. You kept the defensive coordinator. There are a lot of pieces in place, but then I get to quarterback and just immediately go, I can't get on board with this.
Mm-hmm. And the defense.
The defense will be fine.
Okay.
Well, I mean,
will they?
It was fine last year. What did they do that makes you think that's going to regress? Who you missing from last year that makes you go, oh, that defense is going to fall off the world? It's not.
James Pierce.
James Pierce is not going to miss any time.
Really?
If he misses 2 games, I'll be shocked.
Really?
He didn't spend 15 minutes behind bars. I mean, have we not learned this lesson? We've done this a lot. When guys plead out, they wind up doing 2 to 4. They wind up suspended 2 to 4 games. It just doesn't change much for me, especially if you tell me it's in the beginning of the season.
Mm-hmm.
Because Atlanta plays the Steelers, the Panthers, the Packers, and the Saints. I would say every one of those is a toss-up game, with James Pierce or without him. I don't really care. It's not like I feel sure that they're going to go, 0-4 in that. But I don't have a lot of belief that Atlanta can go 9-8.
Mm-hmm.
I think their high side's probably 7-10. I think that's probably the high side, according to Vegas, for Carolina as well. That means New Orleans has really only got to get to 9 wins.
Mm-hmm.
When I say something wrong, you feel free to tell me.
Nope. That's the mark.
I mean, 9 wins. All right, they play the Raiders. That should be a win.
Mm-hmm.
Let's say you split with the Falcons. Let's say you split the division, because I don't really think I'm going to favor any of these teams on the road against anybody else in this division.
Right.
So that's 4. You play the Vikings. You play the Giants. You play the Steelers. You play the Browns. You play the Cardinals. I don't know how good you are at the old arithmetic, but that's 9. I don't need to win anything else to get to 9-8. I mean, I can't talk you out of that one. I don't think that one's that spicy, to be really honest with you.
It's not because of the division. Now, if you were trying to say, hey, could you tell me how the New Orleans Saints were going to win the NFC West, were they to be in that division, then we've got a discussion. That's a spicy take. Right now, you have 4 teams in this division that today, any of them could win the division. Right? Let's say that the quarterback play for Atlanta is competent. We went through the fantasy rankings yesterday. Did anybody else notice that in the top 10 of every skill position, the Atlanta Falcons had somebody in it? Bijan Robinson's the number 1 running back. Drake London was in the top 10 of wide receivers for Great North Sports. Kyle Pitts was in the top 10 for tight ends. Yeah, that's a very talented skill position group. The problem is they don't have a damn person throwing them the ball that you can trust. Michael Penix is cheeks. Tua Tagovailoa is terrible. I was getting ready to say something horrid. So you better be glad I audibled.
I love that Tank just used cheeks.
I did. David used cheeks yesterday, and I couldn't.
That is a term he likes to use.
He does.
I'm a fan. I don't ever use it, but it is a good one.
Mm-hmm. So, I mean, Atlanta, theoretically, they could win this division.
Now I can't wait to find out in the break what you almost said.
The Carolina Panthers. That's an improved team over what they were last year. Agreed?
Yes.
You got a pass rush now. You got another wide receiver.
I think that's the thing that kills me about Carolina is that nobody with an IQ above salad dressing doesn't understand how much better that defense is going to be.
Mm-hmm. And Carolina won the division last year.
Yeah.
So right now, it's not a spicy take that they're going to win the division again. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers. If that team's healthy and Kenny Gainwell is $7 million worth of a running back, none of you have a chance. So
I think Tampa Bay's the most regressed team in that division, and they're the favorite to win it in Vegas, and that does not make any sense to me. Mike Evans, end of message. I don't need to say another word. You lost Mike Evans. That is worse than anything that happened in that division, and it ain't even kind of close.
Sure.
Because the Saints will be better just because they got older. Because that team is so young in certain places. They're really old in other places, which is bizarre.
Mm-hmm. Well, New Orleans has the best quarterback in the division.
No doubt. And Atlanta will be better solely because Raheem Morris is not the head coach anymore. It happens to every team that Raheem Morris leaves.
Mm-hmm.
They get better.
Mm-hmm. So, I mean, there's no spicy takes in the NFC South. If you think the New Orleans Saints are going to be the worst team in the division, there's a good chance you could be right. If you think Atlanta's going to be the worst, Tampa's going to be the worst, Carolina's going to be the worst, you could be right. There's so many things that could happen in the NFC South this year that nothing's really spicy. I mean, I can't really talk you off of that one either, as much as I'm a Tampa Bay Buccaneers fan and I hate the Saints. Like, it's just born into me, but I can't tell you that team is for sure going to be worse than anybody else in the division. Stack it all up, none of these teams are contenders. None of these teams are good.
I don't know. I don't know that I look at that the same way. I don't think any of these teams are great. I don't think any of these teams are bad.
Okay.
The NFC South is the closest. If you go from 1 to 4, it's the closest in the NFL, and it's not even close.
Now you want to switch it to you convince me one of these is a contender. Now you got to talk me into it.
Oh, yeah. I'm not. Super Bowl contender? No way.
No.
Win a game in the playoffs? Maybe. You could convince me New Orleans gets a playoff game in New Orleans and they play, I don't even know who that would be, Chicago. Okay. I can see how you win that.
Mm-hmm.
Now, eventually you're going to see a team from L.A., and I don't think that's going to quite go your way.
Right.
By the way, there is a sports book right now where you can wager that the Los Angeles Rams over 10.5 wins. And I feel like I want to bet my soul, my ability to have fun. I don't know. Anything with a tangible value, I think I want to bet that on the Rams. If you go to DraftKings right now, you can wager at decent odds over 10.5 on the Rams, and that feels like the easiest bet in the history of time.
Especially if Aaron Donald decides to come out of retirement.
Oh, we're going to talk about that later.
I believe that's got more legs than I thought it would have, but here we are. Why not lather up and do it again? You are in the Sportsocracy. This is ESPN Asheville. You got something that we need to try to talk ourselves into. How will it happen in the upcoming football season? Throw it into the YouTube chat. We'll be right back.
ESPN Asheville, your mountain weather forecast.
All right, good-looking day today. By the afternoon, lots of sunshine around. Temperatures will be pleasant. Humidity will be down 78. Tonight, mainly clear. Lows will be near 50 or just above. Some of the surrounding areas may get into the 40s. So another beauty of a start on Thursday, and not much to talk about but sunshine on Thursday. A bit milder, low 80s. Friday, sunny, middle 80s, and probably still in the middle 80s Saturday, then showers and thunder showers on Sunday. From the Weather Channel, I'm Ray Stagik.
This report is sponsored by Mothers Against Drunk Driving.
For victims of drunk and drug driving, our grief is unique, but you are not alone. You always have a place at MAD. Call our 24-hour victim helpline at 877-MAD-HELP or visit mad.org.
Did you know when you choose Coors Banquet in May and June, you're helping support our local firefighter association? Born in wildfire country, Coors knows what it means to stand with those who run toward the fire. Protect our protectors, proudly supporting the brave few on the front lines. Coors Banquet.
Voters are listening to the radio. Tons of them. If you're running for office, radio is where people are actually tuned in, not swiping past ads. Connect with communities everywhere and get on the air in just 48 hours. Visit winwithiheart.com. That's winwithiheart.com.
Wait, everything on this IHOP value menu is just $6?
I told you it was amazing. A huge plate of pancakes, bacon, and eggs is just $6.
Wow.
There's also French toast, a ham and cheese omelet, and oh, they got a BLT and fries now.
Okay, we're coming here every day.
You don't have to tell me twice.
Feast for just $6 with the IHOP value menu. $7 in some locations, available every day for a limited time at participating restaurants in the U.S. Hours may vary. No substitutions. Not valid with other discounts or promotions. Prices may vary.
48 countries.
Only one winner.
Yes! iHeartRadio and Fox Sports are bringing you every match of FIFA World Cup 2026.
Live. Go! Every unforgettable moment wherever you are. Lock in your preset now on the free iHeartRadio app.
The world will be listening.
The Atlanta Braves are rocking into the 2026 season. When lights are on, the Braves are on. Asheville's Real Rock. Rock 105.1. Brought to you by Parks Ford of Hendersonville. Experience the Parks Promise at ParksFordHendersonville.com.
Sure, you know Appalachian Motor Coach is the official shuttle sponsor of the Living the Dream Tailgate Tour. But did you know that they can get you anywhere in style? Weddings, bachelorette parties, corporate gatherings, family reunions, Appalachian Motor Coach makes the ride part of the fun. Luxury seating, climate control, and none of the stress of parking or driving. Appalachian Motor Coach gets you there relaxed, on time, and ready for the party. For more information, visit them at AppalachianMotorCoach.com. Appalachian Motor Coach, the best memories start on the ride.
Selling your home? Don't settle for average. Our real estate team at Clarissa Sells WNC and eXp Realty offers Zillow Showcase, an exclusive AI-powered listing experience available to just the top 10% of all listings in our area. With immersive media, cutting-edge design, and elevated marketing, Showcase listings, they go pending quicker and sell for up to $9,000 more than standard listings. Ready to stand out in a crowded market? Give our team a call today, 828-774-6343, because your home deserves the spotlight.
This is J.W. Whitley, General Manager at Parks Ford of Hendersonville. Our value of urgency, timely, responsive, focused, prioritizing you as our customer and the community that we serve to do better, be better every day. That's the Parks Promise. Experience the Parks Promise today at ParksFordHendersonville.com.
Good morning, guys. I just want to warn you, traffic is tough out there.
We are here for you to tell you how to keep safe.
Everybody who is listening needs to take cover as soon as they can.
To provide the music, talk, and sports you love. And to deliver the news that matters to you. We are the voices you can trust. We are live and local. We are America's broadcasters. Text radio to 52886 and tell Congress you depend on your local radio stations.
Message and data rates may apply. You may receive up to 4 messages a month, and you may text STOP to STOP.
This message furnished by the National Association of Broadcasters.
The events of the day.
Did you hear today the latest?
Are heard every day.
So tell us about Iran.
Diplomacy is always the first option.
Going back and forth.
We get the Strait of Hormuz reopened.
There are a couple of issues on the nuclear stuff.
We're going to see what happens.
Trump $250 bill.
We're going to have a UFC fight.
ICE protests.
The war against fraud.
The midterms.
Check in for the very latest on News Radio 570
WWNC, now on 92.9 FM.
Boy, you must be outside your mind.
The Sportsocracy.
Just a bit outside. He tried the corner and missed.
Welcome back into the Sportsocracy. This is ESPN Asheville. I think it's become officially official. The NCAA is going to have to step in and tell them no. Do you see what SMU has done?
Oh, SMU?
SMU is going to try to trot out there on the football field this year a 26-year-old freshman wide receiver by the name of Jordan Adams. If you know that name, it might be because, well, you were following Tar Heel recruiting about 8 years ago. When Jordan Adams was one of the highest ranked wide receivers in all of high school football in America. He was actually on the list just behind Jamar Chase and Amon-Ra St. Brown. But instead, the Green Hope graduate from right here in Cary, North Carolina, got selected with the number 17 overall pick in the Major League Baseball draft by the Los Angeles Angels, and then launched an 8-year career in professional baseball. We saw him play just 38 games at the major league level, a whole bunch of time spent in the minor leagues, and now he has signed with SMU to play wide receiver this year, while the NCAA sits by and goes, yeah, you take professional athletes and throw them back on a football field. Now, if you have a problem with this, which, I mean, I kind of do have a problem. I have a problem anytime a 26-year-old guy wants to come in and be a freshman. So my question is, why wouldn't you just go the route of, like, trying out for a team? Right, I'm sure you got an agent that can get you a tryout with the Rams or whoever, and you can go play wide receiver. But is there any difference, or is there much difference between like a guy serving in the military and coming back to school? Right? We've seen that story time and time again, where dudes will do their military service, their time's up, and they'll go, you know what, I want to go back to college. And dude will be a 25-year-old wide receiver or whatever on the football team. Any problems for you?
Nope.
Okay.
This one doesn't bother me in the least.
Okay.
Because baseball's just different. I don't care that you played baseball. There are so many guys in those farm systems. And he played what? You said it. I think it was 30 games.
38 games at the major league level. I mean, he played a bunch in the minors.
It would bother me if he had played 38 games for the – who did he play for in the majors?
The Angels.
It would bother me if he played 38 games for the Rams.
And then wanted to come back to college. Yep. Yeah.
That I'm not good with. But, I mean, he played another sport. To me, there's not a competitive advantage there. There's a competitive advantage to guys that go into the G League. They wind up playing 10 games for the Knicks, and then they say, you know what? I think I want to come back and play basketball.
Mm-hmm.
But this one doesn't bother me at all.
Okay.
I mean, Chris Winkie played. He never played in the majors, but he played high minor league ball.
Mm-hmm.
And he came back and won a Heisman at Florida State.
Yep. At 28 years old.
Yep. This just doesn't bother me.
Okay.
Of all the issues the NCAA has, this one's not in the top 20.
I think it's a cool story. Like I said, yeah, I mean, there is a part of me that goes, I mean, you've been a professional athlete for all these years. Why wouldn't you just, I don't know, you throw your name in the supplemental draft or something? Somebody would take a shot on you. Go the backdoor route. Get your agent to get you a tryout with somebody. If you still got the stuff, okay. I'll not be shocked if he comes in and is an impact. Of course, I'll also not be shocked if he comes in and isn't very good. But, I mean, this really has no – there is no divide anymore. This is why the G League guys, that are trying to come back to college, completely different scenario. I agree with Jeremy on that point. You have an advantage. You've been playing the same sport at a professional level. Different sport, it's a little bit of a different scenario. So Jordan Adams, whether he's going to be eligible or not, I guess we'll leave that up to the NCAA. But for now, 2026 member of the Fighting Mustangs of SMU.
Yeah, I have no problem with that one at all. We were talking about soccer earlier.
Yep.
And my story comes from the world of soccer. It's from the second tier of the Ecuadorian League. El Nacional and Liga de Portoviejo. They played on Sunday. Hotly contested match. In the 72nd minute, one of their players got hurt. They brought out a medical cart.
I know what story this is.
Yeah, they brought out a medical cart.
Yeah.
They put the player on the cart. Cart goes to drive away. Apparently one of the players, Edison Casado, he was not paying attention to his fallen teammate because he walked out in front of the cart and got hit.
Yep.
And the funniest part of this story, the cart driver hits him and then just drives off. Like, nope, we're good. It's fine. It's fine. I have a patient in the back.
I had the right of way.
Yeah. That's not a crosswalk.
I saw that as well and thought, I don't know who to blame in the scenario. Right? Like, part of me wants to blame the cart driver. Yeah, yes, it is partially his fault for not being aware of his surroundings and knowing that there were people standing there, because there was a group of people that were there, and he's just kind of driving into the crowd. The guy did walk out toward him and got hit.
Well, I mean, in fairness, the guy walks right into the cart.
Absolutely.
Like,
that's what I'm saying.
There's really nothing he could do.
Right, like, he's not paying attention. The driver of the cart's not really paying attention, but if you watch the video close enough, to me it looked like his head is down looking at the guy who's on the cart. Right? He's talking to that guy, and then this guy's talking to the ref, I believe it was, and nobody's paying attention, and bam. I still think you lose your job over that, though. I don't think
he shouldn't.
I don't think you get to drive the cart after that.
He shouldn't. He didn't do anything wrong.
I don't know. I mean, if it was an important sport, you don't drive that cart anymore.
Oh,
right? Could you imagine, like,
NFL.
this? Right, like, this guy is over here and he's picking up, Jordan Addison or something, and then he runs over Justin Jefferson on accident. That's 100% grounds for termination. Like, you get no break from anybody on that. So it's an unfortunate situation. Highly, highly comical, though. It's a great video.
It's a wild video to watch. The funny thing is that the soccer player, who I don't think anything that didn't hurt you, he then does the soccer thing and lays on the ground like he got hit by, I don't know, a Mercedes doing 75. Can we stop that? Like, just stop that.
No. No, they can't. I think it's in their blood. I mean, I'm sure that did hurt.
He walked into a cart. I've done it on a golf course no less than a dozen times.
Why am I not surprised?
Hey, you're talking back to your buddies because you're just coming to throw your putter in the bag because you just three-putted, a par putt. Mm-hmm. And the cart's closer than you thought it was. It's easy to do. It happens.
Yeah.
Especially if you've had a transfusion or two.
I mean, soccer is a contact sport. It's just not the kind of contact that you expect to see on the pitch. All right, got a couple of minutes here before the end of the hour. Do you have a new scenario for us to talk ourselves into?
There's one in the YouTube chat that I think deserves. There are actually a few in the YouTube chat that I think deserve to be talked about.
Okay.
The one that I think we can do in this period of time is, and this one's interesting, it's from Beach. So the Oklahoma Sooners win the SEC. I am not sure I can get on board with that one.
I can't.
I like John Mateer. And I like that team. I think they're going to win a good number of games this year.
Mm-hmm.
I don't see how you're going to beat Texas. And for Oklahoma to win the SEC, they're probably going to have to beat Texas. I don't really see any way around it because let's put it this way, doing the tailgate tour, I got really familiar with the schedule Texas plays.
Mm-hmm.
I don't see many losses in the SEC. By the way, how are we at a point where the toughest game they play in conference outside of Oklahoma is Tennessee? They play Tennessee and LSU at Texas A&M and nobody else. Ole Miss, Mississippi State, Florida, Missouri, and Arkansas. How in the world did Texas luck into that?
Yeah. Well, didn't they get the hammer schedule last year?
They got hammered last year, yes.
It all kind of evens back out, especially when you don't have the divisions anymore. Oklahoma, on the other hand,
Oklahoma's schedule is evil.
So they got to go to Michigan second week of the season.
Yep.
They got to go to Athens to play Georgia.
Yep.
On September the 26th. Then you get Texas in the Red River shootout or rivalry, whatever the hell they're calling it these days. You got a game against South Carolina at home, which may not be too bad. At Florida, Ole Miss, Texas A&M. I would say that's a pretty tough schedule. You could have, you could have the best quarterback in the SEC, but
you can't.
I know you're all hot on Arch Manning, but
I'm hot on Arch. I'm hot on Lenora Sellers. Yeah, they're.
Ooh, is that close?
I'd take Lenora over John Mateer right now, and I wouldn't think about it.
To play college football, we're not talking about pro prospects.
Yes.
Okay. All right.
Lenoris gets dude on. He also has absolutely no pro prospects around him.
Mm-hmm.
If you put I'll put it this way: if you put Lenora Sellers on the Oklahoma Sooners, they get better.
Okay.
And that's not a shot at John Mateer. I think Lenora Sellers is one of the best quarterbacks in college football. He just doesn't have the pieces.
Mm-hmm.
You know, Arch Manning's throwing to 3 guys that'll probably go in the top 100. Lenora Sellers has Nick Harbor, who probably should be playing defensive end, and I'm not sure he's ever figured out what his hands do. Yeah, he's 6'5" and can run a 4.2. Yeah, the only problem, you could soak him in water, put him in a freezer, and he couldn't catch a cold.
Could be a problem. It could be a problem. Right now of everybody in the SEC, who would you take? How would you pick that to finish right now? You got Texas at the top.
Texas overall.
Mm-hmm.
Until somebody beats Texas, and look, I don't believe in Steve Sarkisian all that much, but until somebody beats him, nope. The team's too good, the schedule's too easy, and a losing to Ohio State doesn't kill you. I also think that game in week 2 is the 2 best teams in college football. Texas, Ohio State. And this year, I believe it will be what didn't get paid off last year. And it's in Austin, and there is a better than 0 chance that at least one person in this room is at that game.
Mm-hmm.
And he name is me.
Yeah, I mean, Texas. Is Oklahoma your 2?
They're up there pretty high.
Okay.
That's why I wanted to talk about it, because I saw it, and at first I went, no. And I started to think about it. He might have a point. Oklahoma, Texas that could be for a spot in the SEC championship game. Because, look, I don't love Gooner, but I do think Georgia's defense is going to be light years better than it was last year.
It'll be the same thing.
Oh, they weren't great last year. defense was good, but they had huge inconsistencies.
Mm-hmm.
This year, all those guys that were getting reps last year, they're vets now.
Mm-hmm.
The SEC is going to be a murder. I heard Joel Klatt basically just hammering the SEC. You don't have what do you say? You don't have Nick Saban's coattails to ride on anymore, buddy. This is probably a great time to just shut up.
Yeah,
because the SEC. I mean, I'm just looking down the list of teams from last year. Ole Miss will be good again.
Mm-hmm.
Even though I don't love your coach,
mm-hmm.
I do think you take a step back offensively, but how far of a step back with many of the same players? And you got one of the best running backs in the country.
Yep.
Georgia's defense will be really good.
Mm-hmm.
A&M is recruiting. A&M's hard to figure out year in and year out because there's so many players that come in and out. I don't even know who's on that team at this point. But I think they signed 3 of the best defensive linemen in the transfer portal. I think Alabama's the one that gets left out because now I don't know what you're doing at quarterback. You haven't recruited to the same standards you did with Saban. This could be the year we see Alabama go 7-6. I think that's on the table because if Vanderbilt, if that freshman quarterback, what's his name, Jared Curtis, if he's as good as advertised, Vanderbilt's going to be tough again. Tennessee will be tough again, depending on what they do at quarterback.
You ain't even mentioned LSU yet.
No, I hadn't gotten there.
Right.
Because they finished so bad in the standings last year. I hadn't mentioned South Carolina either. And South Carolina's probably got 2 top 10 picks on that roster. They have the second best defensive end in the country.
Mm-hmm.
By the way, I cannot wait to break Dylan Stewart down. Saturdays become Sundays. New podcast with me and Logan Paulson. That's in the first couple. And Dylan Stewart's tape is fun to watch.
By the way, you said 7-6 for Alabama.
Winning a bowl game, by the way.
Yeah, but I was going to say I don't see 6 losses on that schedule. Georgia, Tennessee, Texas A&M, LSU. Okay.
Vanderbilt.
Vanderbilt.
That one's in Nashville. And I'll be honest with you, they could lose to Auburn.
Is Auburn any good?
Auburn got a quarterback, and they're worth talking about now. I think that was the actual 6 I had.
Okay.
It was Georgia, Tennessee, A&M, LSU, Vanderbilt, and Auburn. I think that was the 6 losses I had for them. Now, that's on the negative side.
By the way, if that happens, Kalen DeBoer will be fired before the end of the season. That you let Alabama lose 5 games in a row? He ain't gonna. He will not live to see game 6. We'll trot out whatever offensive line assistant we could find to coach us against Chattanooga. If Alabama and Kalen DeBoer rolled off 5 losses in a row late in that schedule. Okay. All right. So no, we can't talk you into Oklahoma is going to win the SEC. But I mean, anything can happen. They are a talented team that's toward the top of the SEC. So who knows? You're in the Sportsocracy, and this is ESPN Asheville.
ESPN Asheville. Your mountain weather forecast.
All right, good-looking day today. By the afternoon, lots of sunshine around. Temperatures will be pleasant. Humidity will be down 78. Tonight, mainly clear. Lows will be near 50 or just above. Some of the surrounding areas may get into the 40s. So another beauty of a start on Thursday, and not much to talk about, but sunshine on Thursday. A bit milder, low 80s. Friday, sunny, middle 80s, and probably still in the middle 80s Saturday, then showers and thunder showers on Sunday. From the Weather Channel, I'm Ray Staging.
This report is sponsored by Mothers Against Drunk Driving.
For victims of drunk and drug driving, our grief is unique. But you are not alone. You always have a place at MAD. Call our 24-hour victim helpline at 877-MAD-HELP or visit mad.org.
Voters are listening to the radio, and they're really listening. If you're running for office, radio gets your message heard, not scrolled past. Reach communities everywhere and be on the air in just 48 hours. Go to winwithiheart.com. That's winwithiheart.com.
Why'd I go to the doctor? Working on the farm, my heart kept skipping a beat. I didn't think much of it, but my daughters made me get checked out. Turns out I have atrial fibrillation, which increases the risk of stroke about 5 times.
Symptoms like irregular heartbeat, heart racing, chest pain, shortness of breath, fatigue, or lightheadedness can come and go. But if it's AFib, the risk of stroke remains. If If you have symptoms, contact a doctor.
I'm so glad I did.
Visit notimetowait.com. Sponsored by Bristol Myers Squibb and Pfizer.
I need a little ranch, step to the ranch, come on, meet me at the
Introducing the new Chick-fil-A Jalapeno Ranch Club sandwich. With that juicy Chick-fil-A chicken on a buttermilk ranch bun, jalapeno ranch sauce, and pickled jalapenos, it's a little ranch with a lot of kick. The new Chick-fil-A Jalapeno Ranch Club with original spicy or grilled filet. Available for a limited time only. Order ahead on the Chick-fil-A app.
Bank of America, sponsor of the FIFA World Cup 2026, dedicated to offering solutions to help businesses meet their goals locally and globally. More at bankofamerica.com/gamechangers. That's bankofamerica.com/gamechangers.
The Ingalls Advantage isn't just about savings or the best quality food for your family. It's more than that. It's the advantage of being a part of a community. That's why we provide over 2 million pounds of food every year through regular donations and programs like the Ingalls Giving Tree, Food for Thought, and the Ingalls Fill a Backpack program. It's the right thing to do, and we know that you would do the same. Ingalls, your neighbor for over 50 years.
ESPN Asheville. Yeah. WPEK Fairview. WMXF Waynesville. An iHeart radio station. Guaranteed human.
I'm Coley Duffy.
I'm Cody Ward.
And
we're the Chainsaw Brothers.
Actually, we're cousins. A few days after Helene, we was in the driveway having a couple beers, waiting on the power to come back on. And we heard so many people calling, needing trees removed, and couldn't afford it.
So I called my dad to borrow a chainsaw, and over the next few months, we cleared trees for our neighbors. Our business was born out of wanting to help Western North Carolina get back on our feet.
We are fully insured and licensed. We keep our promises, meaning if we say we're going to be there, we'll be there. In these parts, we live how we were raised.
When you call the Chainsaw Brothers, you're not a customer, you're family. We're good at what we do, and we do it for a reasonable cost.
For all your chainsaw needs, call the Chainsaw Brothers. 828-316-1013. Or find us on Facebook. See how we treat our family.
Are you still covered up with storm damage and debris?
Call us about our daily rates at 828-316-1013. That's 828-316-1013. We're the Chainsaw Brothers, and with our neighbors, we're Western North Carolina strong.
Woohoo! Sure, you know Appalachian Motor Coach is the official shuttle sponsor of the Living the Dream Tailgate Tour. But did you know that they can get you anywhere in style? Weddings, bachelorette parties, corporate gatherings, family reunions, Appalachian Motor Coach makes the ride part of the fun. Luxury seating, climate control, and none of the stress of parking or driving. Appalachian Motor Coach gets you there relaxed, on time, and ready for the party. For more information, visit them at AppalachianMotorCoach.com. Appalachian Motor Coach, the best memories start on the ride.
Clarissa sells WNC as the #1 team in Buncombe County. We have the customer service experience to assist you in achieving your real estate goals. Our team offers something that 90% of listings in our market won't have, Zillow Showcase. Check us out at clarissasellswnc.com.
The iHeartRadio app now has presets. Just like in the car. You're our #1. Make us yours. ESPN Asheville, the mountain's favorite sports station, streaming 24/7. Your home for the Sportsocracy. Weekdays at noon. The Tar Heels and Atlanta Braves baseball. The Sportsocracy.
Say one more time.
The Sportsocracy.
Shake it back!
Beer City's best sports talk.
It is gross.
Just earlier.
They are mature, actually. You just have to get to know them better.
Your lunchtime dose of dumbassery. Live from the Ingalls studio.
And welcome back into the Sportsocracy on ESPN Asheville. It is a Talk Me Into It Wednesday, and it's heard everywhere you go on the iHeartRadio app, and you can watch us on YouTube. Just go to the Sportsocracy.com, click the live video link, subscribe to the channel. That way you can join us in the chat. If you have a scenario that you want us to talk you into for the upcoming football season, throw that into the chat. We'll get to all of those throughout the program. If there's one posted in the chat that we miss, be sure and say, hey,
you missed it, stupid.
You missed it. Go back and check it.
The chat can move by pretty quickly because if you've ever seen the studio, you know the screens are a little bit away from my face, and the screen's blown up so I can read it.
Bit of news out of the college football world. the NC State-Virginia game will not be played in Rio because Brazil went, we're good. For real. They're moving it to Charlottesville. They have nixed the plan on week 0 to play in Brazil, quote, following extensive review with operational partners and international stakeholders. The 2026 NC State at Virginia football game, originally scheduled to be played in Brazil, will be relocated to Charlottesville, Virginia for this conference matchup. This change follows communication from Athlete Advantage, which informed the ACC and participating schools that the event could not be conducted. So, if you were making your plans, State fans,
Yeah, you want me to cut that one down for you? The stadium in Brazil went, this game's in 3 months, and we've sold 11 $7,000 ticket packages. That one never made a ton of sense to me.
No. I mean, if you're going international, how about choose a brand? Just one would help, right? Can we get Michigan versus blank? Could we get Ohio State?
Well, I mean,
could we get?
I do hate to say this, but we do have North Carolina and TCU in Ireland.
Well, I mean, I would say at least that carries a name. It's not in the sport of football, but at least it has a name that you've heard.
We looked at doing that game. Originally, we were going to kick the tailgate tour off this year, TCU, North Carolina, and Ireland.
Mm-hmm.
To say, I'll put it this way, it was more expensive to do that game than it is for us to do a week at the Super Bowl.
Mm-hmm.
That's how expensive that travel is.
Yep. And always wanted to go. I don't think I would want to go to a football game while I'm there.
No, I want to play golf. If I go to Ireland, I'm doing nothing but playing golf for a week.
I just want to drink the whiskey. It's
fine.
You're not a whiskey guy.
I'm not. That is one of the weirdest things about
cinnamon whiskey.
I do like me a Fireball cinnamon whiskey, which is that is being very liberal with how you use the word whiskey.
I'm down. Put me down for one of those like a whiskey tour. Can we do that? Can you take me to all of the the best homegrown whiskey bars in Ireland? I'm totally down for that. Could not care less about the golf.
You'd get lost in Amsterdam. You're like, hey, we're close. It's right there.
That's in a different place.
They do stuff.
It's not even on the same island.
No, but it's still close. It's right there.
It would be very tempting. Very tempting.
That is one that has no allure to me whatsoever.
Going to Amsterdam?
None.
Not even for the legal prostitution?
No.
Oh, okay. All right.
Why would I pay for something I get for free?
Didn't say you were going alone.
Oh, great. So now we're going to Amsterdam, and I'm buying Tank a hooker. Awesome.
No, I wasn't even talking about me either.
Awesome. That's you know what? That's on brand for this show.
It is. Jeremy's picking up the bill for everything.
Jeremy? Hey, where that credit card at?
I seem to be a little short there, buddy.
I have $8. What will that get me? Shot. That's what that'll get you.
Did you at least look at it for that? Look at it and tell me I'm special.
Stop laughing. I gave you $8.
Yeah, I gave you $8. You're not supposed to laugh at that.
That was the
so
$8.
Rude.
The $8 was for you not to laugh.
Heard everybody in Amsterdam was nice, and no.
Oh, that's funny.
Here we are.
Patrick Holt.
We're doing stuff.
Bingo.
What'd he say?
You don't pay for services rendered. You pay for them to leave. I've said that for years.
It is a Talk Me Into It Wednesday here in the Sportsocracy. Again, you got a scenario for the upcoming football season. We'll do our best to try to talk ourselves into it. We're not doing a good job so far. We've done talk me into
Saints,
New Orleans
the
is
Bears.
going to win the South, and we're like, nah, I don't need to talk you into that. That could happen.
That one makes a lot of sense.
Oklahoma, we couldn't talk you into that. You're going to win the SEC,
No,
but you're close.
I could talk you into you're going to make the playoff, and I don't really see many ways that you don't. Because you could get beat 76-2 by Texas, and I still think you're going to win 10 games.
Right. Any new scenario?
We have one from Justin Parton.
Okay.
Said, my scenario is highly unlikely, but it's at least something to think about. What if Deshaun Watson shows a glimpse of what he was in Houston, and that team's still bad? They pick in the top 5, and they're the team that adds Jeremiah Smith.
Mm-hmm.
I'll be honest with you. Deshaun Watson could go to the Pro Bowl. And not the Shedeur Sanders way of everybody else said no and we need 3.
Mm-hmm.
He could be voted into the Pro Bowl. And I still think Cleveland would take a quarterback. That's how good this class is.
Yeah.
I mean, you just can't bypass it. I've done this every way. I have split this draft class every single way that I can think to do it. So I'm gonna give you a little backstory. Logan Paulson and I have been doing the back channel work to launch our podcast ahead of summer scouting. So you'll know when we start doing the podcast that summer scouting things that we do every year are getting ready to happen on this show. I have sliced this every way that I can. I cannot stop having 8 quarterbacks in my top 45. There are a lot of great players up there, and who knows, maybe Cleveland goes, yeah, we'll take Dylan Stewart or Jeremiah Smith at 5. First of all, you're going to be worse than the Raiders because Jeremiah Smith feels like he is just a Raider waiting to happen. What is possible in that this would not be so much a talk you into it as I'm going to modify your idea into something that I think is far more likely, using his words. They could take the high-end superstar in the top 5 and then use that Rams pick to get one of the second-tier quarterbacks.
Yep.
But now Deshaun Watson would have to be really good.
Yes.
For him to even be a bridge to that, he would have to be really good. Because you're bypassing guys that could be Hall of Famers. It's how good they are as prospects. And I just think he's burnt so many bridges in Cleveland that, I mean, this is not even – it's almost not even a fair contest because you have virtually no chance of winning it.
I'm also thinking, though, if that happens and Deshaun Watson is a shade of his former self, let's say he's 50% of the star quarterback he was before all the kerfuffle down in Houston, I'm not so sure that this team's going to be that bad to have a top 5 pick. No, they'll still be picking top 10. They'll still be picking top 11. But I don't know that they'd be that bad. With a decent Deshaun Watson, is this team not talented enough to be better than 5 of the worst teams in the NFL?
Where are the wins? I just look at the schedule. Let's say you get a Deshaun Watson that is a top – I'm trying not to be crazy. Let's say he's a top 20 quarterback in the league. You start the year at Jacksonville, at Tampa Bay. That's 2 losses. I don't care what you do. It's 2 losses. You go to Carolina, Pittsburgh. That's probably 2 more. At the Jets, there's one you could get, in theory. You play Baltimore, that's a loss.
Yep.
Then you do 3 in a row at Tennessee, at Pittsburgh, at New Orleans. There's at least 2 losses in there.
Could be.
Who are they beating? I mean, so you say they're not going to be one of the worst teams in the league. What are you going to do? Like, how do you win games? You just lost the game wrecker on your defense. And I love Jared Verse. Jared Verse was a standing outside linebacker with the Rams. Now you're putting his hand in the dirt with a bunch of young dudes on that line. I'm not sure you're going to get exactly out of him what the Rams did. Still be good, but he's not going to be the, oh, my God, our quarterbacks are getting demolished.
No.
I don't think the secondary – I heard somebody – I don't know if it's you, David, Mike, somebody said something about the secondary of the Browns being good, and I don't see it.
No.
Denzel Ward was not good last year. That was with Myles Garrett.
Mm-hmm.
I just don't get it. Then you get Houston. I mean, I'm looking at going into the bye week in Week 11. If they're 3-7, they should be pretty happy about it. You got some winnable games on the back end of the schedule, but I still can't get you 7-10.
Mm-hmm. But again, that's not going to be
highest.
But again, that would not be good enough to get you a top 5 pick. That's all I'm saying. I'm not saying that they would be good. I'm not saying they'd be a threat to anybody. I'm just saying they could certainly beat the Raiders and the Dolphins and the, whoever's going to be bad out of the South.
Last year, to pick in the top 5, you had to be 4-13 or worse.
Yep.
See? To pick in the top 10, you could have been 6-11 or worse.
Mm-hmm. And with a decent Deshaun Watson, I could see this team beating the Giants. I could see them beating the Raiders, the Titans, and the Jets. So I just got to find one more in there. Maybe I snag that game against the Falcons if they're going to be bad. Maybe I snag that game against the Panthers if they're going to be bad. Again, I didn't say they were going to be good by any stretch. I just don't know if you're going to be picking that high. But it still would play into the narrative of we're still taking a quarterback. We just won't take one with 6 or 8 or whatever.
Well, I mean, that is going to be an interesting. That will be an interesting part of this if you're looking at the Jets or the Browns, teams that have multiple first-round picks. It's funny this came up. I was on a Jets podcast a while back, and we started talking about this. Is there a possibility that the Jets would go Jeremiah Smith at 3 if they missed out on Arch Manning and they missed out on, let's say it's Julian Sayin? And they really like Lenora Sellers and they know they could get him at 13. Would that make sense? And my answer was absolutely. There are so many quarterbacks in this class, there's no way teams don't have 6 that they like.
Yep.
Now, you're going to like them in different places. Not necessarily 6 that I'd take in the top 10, but there are 6 that I would walk away from this feeling really good about.
Mm-hmm.
There aren't 6 Jeremiah Smiths, Colin Simmons, Ellis Robinson, Dylan Stewart, Cam Coleman. You got 2 of those at practically any position you want. So it could be a weird thing where we go quarterback, whole bunch of non-quarterbacks, and then there's a run from like 11 to 20. I've never been more excited about a draft than I am about this one, and it's 11 months from now.
It's easy to do when there's this much talent in a draft class. We have our first super chat of the day coming on the way after the commercial break. It is from Red Sea, and it's another Talk Me Into It, so we'll get to that. First up, next.
Keep listening for the next chance to win your way to our iHeartRadio Music Festival presented by Capital One.
This September, coming back to Las Vegas, streaming live on Disney Plus and Hulu.
Tickets go on sale Friday, June 12th at 2 p.m. Eastern, 11 a.m. Pacific through AXS.com.
But starting June 10th at 1 p.m. Eastern.
Capital One cardholders get first access to tickets and other exclusive offers for 48 hours only or while pre-sale tickets last. Visit iHeartRadio.com/Capital One for more pre-sale details. What's in your wallet?
This summer, too many local kids are at risk of going hungry. Ingles Markets and Manna Food Bank are teaming up for the Summer Milk Drive to keep children nourished when school is out. And you can help. Donate at the Ingles on Smoky Park Highway this Thursday, June 11th from 5 to 7 with the Sportsocracy.
Yacht Rock Radio on iHeartRadio drops anchor and goes commercial-free every weekend. Weekends were made for smooth sailing. Yacht Rock Radio's got the soundtrack. Just sit back, put your feet up, and enjoy. The smoothest soft rock from the 70s and 80s. Open the free iHeart app, search Yacht Rock, and set sail.
iHeartRadio.
Now, your chance at $1,000 and a trip to our iHeartRadio Music Festival. Text the nationwide keyword WIN to 200-200. You'll get a confirmation text and info. Standard message and data rates apply in this nationwide contest. That's WIN to 200-200.
The impact of a meal goes well beyond feeding our bodies, because when people don't have to worry about where their next meal is coming from, they can truly thrive, like Marta.
And now we'll hear from our class valedictorian, who with our hard work never ceases to amaze us. Please welcome Marta Moreno.
and Alex.
Hey, Alex, how did the interview go?
I did it! I got the job! I can't believe it!
I knew it. Let's meet up later to celebrate.
And Diego.
Mom! I got first place at the science fair with my volcano project.
That's amazing, sweetie. Congratulations.
Because when people are fed, futures are nourished, and everyone deserves to live a full life. Join the movement to end hunger at feedingamerica.org/actnow. feedingamerica.org/actnow. A public service announcement brought to you by Feeding America and the Ad Council.
Clarissa sells WNC as the #1 team in Buncombe County. We have the customer service experience to assist you in achieving your real estate goals. Our team offers something that 90% of listings in our market won't have, Zillow Showcase. Check us out at clarissasellswnc.com.
I'm David.
And I'm Christina.
And this is our Ingalls story.
Ginger's Revenge is a brewery located in Asheville, North Carolina that specializes in the production of hard ginger beer.
So we use all natural, whole ingredients, and I think that really sets us apart.
Ingalls is an amazing partner for us to work with. A lot of our fans know that they can go to Ingalls and find a lot of the flavors that we have available, and they just make it really easy for folks to purchase local products.
Do better, be better every day. That's the Parks Promise. Our mission, to improve lives with every interaction. This is JW, General Manager at Parks Ford Hendersonville. Experience the Parks Promise today at parksfordhendersonville.com. That's parksfordhendersonville.com.
The Sportsocracy.
You were just dumber than a bag of hammers.
We are back in the Sportsocracy. It's ESPN at Asheville. Coming up next week, we've got an opportunity for you to go out in the public and see Jeremy. Next Thursday, Jeremy, you're going to be taking part in the Ingalls Manna Food Bank milk drive. Where are you setting up shop here? I will not be
Park
here.
Highway.
Yeah, Smoky Park Highway?
Yep.
Okay, all right. I will not be there because I'm having a procedure done next Thursday that I don't feel like I'm going to be I'm not going to be up for company afterwards.
No, he's going to be in the shower with a steady stream of water. He's having that procedure done.
Yeah, it's not fun. I'm going to see Dr. Woo Woo. And
take that Super Bowl ring off. We'll talk.
The doc's like, you want to stay awake and watch it? No, I do not.
But it's a good point. So that you brought up. So for the next 10 days, our Super Chat revenue will go to that fundraiser. So basically, what the fundraiser is all about is a lot of kids, their meals when they're away from home are from the school. Well, when school lets out, that goes away. So Ingalls has teamed up with Manna Food Bank to help with the milk side of this. So anybody that super chats, as Red Sea just did, we will be taking those funds and buying milk to go to this, and we're trying to beat Mark Starling. It's a little competition between Mark and I. We're calling it the Tank Ain't Here Bowl.
Okay.
Because you won't be there for his either.
I will not be there for his either.
Both of them are on the same day, and it just so happens to be that day.
Yep.
So anybody that super chats, just know for the next 10 days, your funds are going to a very good cause.
Super chat time.
Show me the money, money. Show me the
And it comes to us from Red Sea. He says, talk you into it. Arizona finds a way to falafel everything up and lucks into 7 wins this year. No, you're not going to talk me into it.
I think I could do it better than you are saying.
The Giants, Jets, Commanders, Cowboys, Saints, Raiders, 49ers.
There are 3 of those that you have no shot of winning.
49ers,
Washington, Dallas, and the 49ers.
Well, 49ers in Week 18 when there's nothing to play for, maybe. Maybe if they sit everybody, right? Christian
But,
McCaffrey's
in theory,
being
shouldn't
held
you be
out.
doing the same thing? I mean, by that time,
You should be tanking.
We're not trying to win games.
Well, if we've already
Don't do the Jets thing.
If we've already won 6 games at that point, winning 7's not really going to help us any.
Well, I mean, this should make any Cardinal fan feel better. The first 3 weeks of the season, you're going to get beat on average by probably 24 points.
Mm-hmm.
Because you play at the Chargers, the Seahawks, and at the 49ers. You're going to get car ramrodded. All 3 of those.
Mm-hmm.
Catch one with the Giants that I don't love because it's on the road. And that's West Coast team coming east in a 1 o'clock kick. Those just don't tend to go well. Then you get the Lions and at the Rams and the Broncos.
Mm-hmm.
I don't see any physical way you're not 0-7 going into that. And by the time that's happened, the morale's so low, you're not going to find a way to win games.
I don't understand how. What did you do to the NFL schedule makers to piss them off?
Something horrible.
Because the NFL, the NFL schedule gods went, you know what, that Bidwell feller, screw him. Because you don't have a game outside the Giants that I think you can win until December the 20th against the New York Jets. Because I don't see you competing on any level with any of these teams. The Lions, the Rams, the Broncos, Cowboys, Seahawks, Chiefs.
You're in a division with 2 of my top 5 teams in the league. You somehow manage in your non-divisional games to play 6 of the other 8 in my top 10,
mm-hmm.
which is insane.
There is little to no chance that this team wins more than 3 games.
No shot.
Right. Like Giants, Raiders, Jets. And that kind of hurt to say that.
Yeah, because I don't think you're beating the Jets either.
I don't know that you will. But those are the only games that you remotely have a chance to win.
If you're trying to tank, this is as good of a schedule as you can have because the morale will be so low by the time you play winnable games.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, just be honest about this. Even the teams that you just said that they could beat, the Jets have young pieces and an offense that should be better. They don't expect to go 9-8. So, I mean, if that team's 5-10 when you play that game, morale's still going to be pretty high. Saints could be competing for the division.
Mm-hmm.
The Raiders have the franchise quarterback. If he's starting to come into form, I don't even think the Arizona Cardinals could go 0-17. It's not going to surprise me in the least.
Mm-mm.
And I don't ever say that.
It's the roughest schedule I've ever seen for a totally poo team.
No doubt. No doubt.
Wow.
They're brutal.
Yeah. But thank you for the super chat, and
No doubt.
all of you continue to super chat throughout the throughout the program over the coming week and a half, leading up to June 11th. That is the spot over at Smoky Park Highway. Go support Manna Food Bank. And, of course, Ingles Supermarkets. Low prices. Love the savings. You want to take a break here? All right. We're in the Sportsocracy, and it's ESPN Asheville.
ESPN Asheville. Your mountain weather forecast.
All right, good-looking day today. By the afternoon, lots of sunshine around. Temperatures will be pleasant. Humidity will be down 78. Tonight, mainly clear. Lows will be near 50 or just above. Some of the surrounding areas may get into the 40s. So another beauty of a start on Thursday, and not much to talk about, but sunshine on Thursday. A bit milder, low 80s. Friday, sunny, middle 80s, and probably still in the middle 80s Saturday, then showers and thunder showers on Sunday. From the Weather Channel, I'm Ray Staging.
This report is sponsored by Taco Bell. Taco Bell's new jalapeno citrus salsa. Bright, spicy, zesty, impossible to ignore. It brings main character energy to every bite. Not just a sauce, it's a star. Only at participating U.S. Taco Bell locations. For a limited time only, while supplies last.
With iHeart, everything you hear is guaranteed human. That's why 78% of listeners trust their favorite radio host's product recommendations. If you manage a business or need to drive sales, that trust goes a long way. Visit iHeartAdvertising.com. Again, that's iHeartAdvertising.com.
News Radio 570 WWNC, now on the FM dial. Okay, whose butt did we kiss to get this? Oh, that was well worth it. Now covering Western North Carolina on 570 and 92.9 FM.
iHeartRadio wants you to see Rob Zombie and Marilyn Manson live on their co-headlining tour. And you pick the city. We'll handle everything. And you'll meet Rob Zombie. Just tap the contest tab when listening to us on the free iHeartRadio app to enter. Tickets at LiveNation.com.
I'm Coley Duffy.
I'm Cody Ward.
And
we're the Chainsaw Brothers.
Actually, we're cousins. A few days after Helene, we was in the driveway having a couple beers, waiting on the power to come back on. And we heard so many people calling, needing trees removed, and couldn't afford it.
So I called my dad to borrow a chainsaw, and over the next few months, we cleared trees for our neighbors. Our business was born out of wanting to help Western North Carolina get back on our feet.
We are fully insured and licensed. We keep our promises, meaning if we say we're going to be there, we'll be there. In these parts, we live how we were raised.
When you call the Chainsaw Brothers, you're not a customer, you're family. We're good at what we do, and we do it for a reasonable cost.
For all your chainsaw needs, call the Chainsaw Brothers. 828-316-1013. Or find us on Facebook. See how we treat our family.
Are you still covered up with storm damage and debris?
Call us about our daily rates at 828-316-1013. That's 828-316-1013. We're the Chainsaw Brothers, and with our neighbors, we're Western North Carolina strong.
Sure, you know Appalachian Motor Coach is the official shuttle sponsor of the Living the Dream Tailgate Tour. But did you know that they can get you anywhere in style? Weddings, bachelor or bachelorette parties, corporate gatherings, family reunions, Appalachian Motor Coach makes the ride part of the fun. Luxury seating, climate control, and none of the stress of parking or driving. Appalachian Motor Coach gets you there relaxed, on time, and ready for the party. For more information, visit them at AppalachianMotorCoach.com. Appalachian Motor Coach, the best memories start on the ride.
The Ingalls Advantage isn't just about savings or the best quality food for your family. It's more than that. It's the advantage of being a part of a community. That's why we provide over 2 million pounds of food every year through regular donations and programs like the Ingalls Giving Tree, Food for Thought, and the Ingalls Fill a Backpack program. It's the right thing to do, and we know that you would do the same. Ingalls, your neighbor for over 50 years.
On the weird scale, there's Vegas, there's Florida, and there's Asheville. Let's get weird, Asheville.
All right, we are back in the Sportsocracy. This is ESPN Asheville. Jeremy, you've heard the excuse, my dog ate my homework.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. I don't think that is a good excuse, though, that you can use when you're facing charges for a car accident. A woman in Minnesota is actually trying this defense right now. 43-year-old Shauna Dockin was driving a swerving red pickup truck on the wrong side of Highway 11 up in Minnesota before she hit an SUV on May the 29th. Unfortunately, the result of that crash was that it killed an 82-year-old woman. The woman is now saying that it was her dog that caused the crash, that the dog grabbed the steering wheel with its mouth and wouldn't let it go. I'm not buying this excuse, and I'm pretty sure a judge isn't either. A jury might, because that is, of your peers. So if they truly get a field of her peers, maybe a couple of them would buy that. But I'm going to go out on a limb and say it wasn't the dog, and it had more to do with the fact that she was high on drugs at the time. Adderall and lorazepam, along with alcohol. Not a good mixture, especially for driving. I don't think that's going to go the way she wants it to.
Tank, do you don't do this nearly as often as I do, but you ever take an Uber?
Yeah.
When you take an Uber, what's the number one thing you make sure you don't do?
Leave anything in it.
The 2026 Uber Lost and Found Index is out. This is a list that Uber puts out every year of the funniest and most common things that are left in an Uber.
vapes.
That's not in the top 10.
Really? That's
I'm surprised by
shocking.
that because I've lost probably 20 in
I lost one when we went to Pittsburgh for the draft.
Phone, wallet, luggage, keys, headphones, clothing, passport, glasses, jewelry, laptop. That's the 10 most common.
Okay.
All of those make sense.
I still don't see how you do a laptop, but okay.
Oh, you forgot you put it in the trunk.
Ah, okay.
You put you carry your carry bag with you. You put the laptop bag in the trunk, and away it goes. I've never done it, but I understand how it happens. They also listed the 50 most unique items that have been left. George Washington Hospital discharge papers.
Mm-hmm.
It's from George Washington Hospital, not discharge papers from the former president. I felt like I had to specify that because in the comments a lot of people said, when was George Washington in the hospital? Man, y'all are dumb.
My great-great-grandfather got discharged from the Continental Army, and I lost his discharge papers signed by George Washington.
Dentures with 2 teeth.
Who gets dentures with 2 teeth?
I was about to say, and this one they even clarified. This is not a retainer with 2 teeth.
Mm-hmm.
This is actually a set of dentures that have been worn down to a point that there were only 2 teeth left in them.
Oh, my.
If you have dentures and there's only 2 teeth left, just stop trying. Just stop. It's not there.
Yeah, it wasn't meant for you to have teeth. You already ruined the false ones?
Live fish.
Okay.
Somebody left a bag of live fish.
Mm-hmm.
A mannequin. Why are you traveling with a mannequin?
That's a weird thing you did. That's one of those, like, as the Uber driver, I'd show up, and there's a dude standing there with a mannequin, and unless he's got a really cool story about the bachelor party he's getting ready to go to, I'm not giving you a ride.
No.
I'm not taking you anywhere.
No, because I'm afraid that mannequin is your wife, and you're going to tell me about it.
And by the way, can I stay for the party?
A textured photo with a rhinestoned picture of Jesus. That one got weirder as it went on. A Donny Osmond group picture.
Okay.
That one had no elaboration, but I have questions.
Mm-hmm.
Is it a picture of Donny? Is it a group picture of Donny Osmond imitators?
Yes.
Or was it a bunch of people with Donny Osmond? Because, frankly, neither one of them's better, and I don't know why you have a picture of that, but I am confused. A bald cap.
Okay.
Why are you just randomly? The next one blows my mind. A dishwasher. How the hell did you leave a dishwasher? First of all, how did you get a car that was big enough to put a dishwasher in?
That's the Uber XXXL.
I guess, because I can barely ever get one that's big enough to put me in, let alone a large appliance. A wizard wand.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh. Yeah, trust me, I went sex toy too. I know what you just did. 2 pounds of blue raspberry gushers. Where do you get 2 pounds of blue raspberry? Like, do you have to go to a candy store and go, I only want the blue raspberry ones?
Maybe. Do they have? Are there places that sell gushers like they do the M&Ms? You know, you've seen like the M&M
Sure.
displays that have the different colors. Do they do gushers in that? Or
a police radio. You have cars. Trust me, they're very easy. They're very easy to spot because they say police on the side. A pair of partial teeth in a tissue.
Partial teeth.
I'm going to assume they were broken.
In a tissue. Okay.
And you had them trying to take them to a dentist, but you went to the dentist and you forgot to take the teethus, which means you ain't got no teethus now.
That could happen. It's like cutting a finger off and leaving the finger.
A double door oven. Again, I asked the question, where are you finding these very sizable Ubers? 20 pounds of duck sausage. Why are you making sausage out of duck? That feels like a very strange use of your duck.
I'm highly intrigued, though.
Duck sausage? I hate duck.
Really?
I hate it.
Okay.
So it's for me, duck's a lot like chicken. I like the breast. I don't like anything else. A child's prosthetic eye.
How do you know it was for a child?
That was the number one question I asked. How do you know it's for a child?
Right.
Your eyes don't change size. They're all. there.
Did it have like a smiley face on it? Did it have a Barney character on it or something?
Did it listen to Justin Bieber? How did you know it was a And then, without a doubt, the weirdest one on this list, a pair. I know both of these words. I've never seen them put side by side.
Okay.
A pair of pelvis implants. Say it again. A pair of pelvis implants.
What is a pelvis implant?
I don't know.
I have to know.
I don't know. And I can't ask this aggressively enough. How did you leave them in an Uber? Is it what I think it is?
Probably not. It's like, so what it's showing me is like the hip joint. So like, you know, the leg bone's connected to the hip bone.
Yes.
Yeah, it's like that. There's like an implant joint that you can
But
get,
how do you leave
maybe?
that in an Uber?
I do not know.
How do you? First of all, how does that not go in your body?
Not real sure. I mean, the thing I'm looking at actually is kind of like, hey, these are 3D printed. So did you try to get a pelvic implant and you were like, good Lord, they want how much money for it? Dale's got a 3D printer. He can just print me up one.
I believe they've got one in the junkyard that they pulled out of old man Lewis when he died. I'll just get that one from Lucky.
Interesting. It's not what I was expecting, but okay. I mean, I feel like if it was a, pelvic region implant, it would have said that. So there's a hip augmentation surgery. Why would you? So to give
people are crazy.
Well, yeah. I mean, it's for skinny people, right? To give them the bones, right? The hip bone.
I learned a new thing today. Mm-hmm. Eyes do indeed grow. I didn't know that.
Do they really? I mean, I thought that could be the case, but never really paid attention to it. So what? Never mind. I was going to ask a question there. It's going to be highly offensive. I mean, not to us, but
maybe to somebody.
To somebody, it probably would have been.
Yeah, they're a package of live butterflies. That one also confused me quite a bit.
That's okay, Buffalo Bill.
Yeah, 100%.
Is this Uber taken?
Do you know any great big fat people?
I do like lotion.
Can you believe somebody left a dishwasher in here?
Live butterflies. Okay. Interesting. All right, just the many weird things that people can leave behind in an Uber.
This is also a great time as somebody that orders a lot of Uber Eats and takes a lot of Ubers. Uber drivers, stop saying weird stuff. Just stop. Like, I want you to say out loud what you're about to say to a stranger that just got into the back seat of your car that has no control over where we're going, that you're about to know where they live because you're about to drop them off there.
Mm-hmm.
So when you say weird stuff, it scares us quite a bit because I've had some weird things said to me by Uber drivers.
Mm-hmm. Like what?
Oh, I know the whole details of one guy's divorce, and I learned it from the social in East Asheville to my house in North Asheville, which is about 12 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
I know everything. I know the players. I don't know what their faces look like, but I know their names, and I know what all of them did, and I don't know why I know that. It's not a thing that I wanted to know.
He's just workshopping, right? He's like, tell me I'm not crazy.
Oh, I will say this. If anybody accidentally says to an Uber driver, I used to be a comedian, you can rest assured I'm about to hear their 5 minutes of pure gold because I've done that probably 20 times. Hey, I got a joke for you to use. Don't do that. Don't do that because you know what you're about to tell me? Something that I am not going to laugh at. Not one time. It has never happened once. I got a joke for you to use on your little radio podcast. That's another thing. Don't say that to me either because that one just irks me.
Here's a helpful hint, though. when you're in the car with a stranger that's driving, you always laugh at the joke. You don't ever go, I'm not telling that. That was dumb.
Yeah.
And he's like,
you know
well,
what?
this is how
I'm
you get
stupider
murdered.
for having heard that. I would like to introduce you to my dog.
Are you familiar with how to put the lotion on your skin?
How deep of a hole would you be comfortable in? Because there's one underneath my house.
By the way, I have a dishwasher back here. It's not an actual dishwasher. Somebody just left their wife.
Do you know what to at Sports Tech ESPN? Do you know what to do with a child's prosthetic eyeball?
You know eyeballs grow.
I've been talking to it. It doesn't talk back.
Oh, dear. That's when you know you're crazy. You've been just talking to an eyeball. Yikes. That's some Shakespearean nightmare crap
That
right there.
was a weird story that took an even weirder turn than I thought it would.
It certainly did. Most certainly did. It is a Talk Me Into It Wednesday.
Gambit fan says you just won the offseason, but RIP your marriage. Yeah.
Oh, that's okay. She doesn't do dishes.
Hey, she also doesn't listen to this show. If we recall, a little callback to the first hour, I did say something about me having to buy him a hooker in Amsterdam.
Mm-hmm.
So, if this is the one day Andy chose to listen, it's not going to be a fun night for Tank.
That was not my idea. I wasn't talking about me going to the
I know what you're talking about.
Thank you.
I know exactly what you're talking about.
Then enough. I wasn't asking for me. I'll be in the pot shop. You just leave me over there with the edibles, and I'll be fine. My aunt went to Amsterdam, and she apparently spent like 6 hours in one of those cafes. They gave her a quarter of a cookie, and then just went, "We'll see you later." And she didn't know where to go after that, so she just stayed there. They had to go back and collect her.
That reminds me. There's a story there's a story between Tom Segura and Joey Diaz. If you follow either one of them, you know the story. The same thing happened to me with a friend of Tank and I.
Mm-hmm.
His name's Mongo. Mm-hmm. He just told me how much I actually took it one day, and frankly, I'm shocked I'm alive. 10 milli Tom. Multiply that by 20, and that's the ride I got to go on.
Bill Workman says if WLOS covers that a local radio personality dies tomorrow morning, then he'll know that my wife was listening.
If I get a call at 4:57 tomorrow from Mark Starling saying, "Hey, could you come run the board for me?" I'm going to go, "Oh, RIP Tank." And no, I cannot. Actually, I could. I'm just not going to.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. All right, the Talk Me Into It Wednesday. What's our next Talk Me Into It scenario?
I have chosen to not go down the rabbit hole with the Miami Dolphins. So, you know what? I've realized, the last few months I've been awfully negative as our two lovely happy helpers, Christiana and Megan, cut down things from the show. Everything it seems like that I say and everything they cut down seems to be negative. So I'm going to say something really, really nice.
Okay.
Talk me into it. The Detroit Lions are not the 1 seed in the NFC. I need you to talk me out of the Lions being the 1 seed because I can't figure out what's going to happen.
Ooh. Well, I mean, first off, let's remember Drew Petzing is running this offense now.
I don't care if Dr. Drew from Loveline runs the offense of the Detroit Lions. They should still go 14-3. I don't think there are 5 losable games on this schedule, and I'm being super generous.
Okay, let's go. Bills.
Patriots. They'll lose at the Bills.
Yeah, Bills, Patriots.
Okay, hold on. Before you go any further with that, do you understand that the first 2 games you just said are 60 days apart?
Yes, I do. I was just taking the low-hanging fruit here.
Yep, that's the 2.
Yeah.
Now where are you going?
Bills, Patriots, I'll go Bears.
Once.
Sure.
Packers.
Nope, not even giving you that one.
That's 14-3.
Maybe.
They'll go 12-5 because they showed up and put their pants on the right direction.
I mean, the next level of that is, or the next tier of opponents, it goes tier 1, Bears or Bills Patriots. Tier 2,
Bears by themselves.
I would probably put the two Bears games in by themselves. Then there's an empty tier. And then you get down to Green Bay and all of the South
Saints.
teams.
And the Saints.
I was going to say all of them.
Yeah, okay. I get down with that. Then you get the absolute bottom feeder tier of I don't know what order you think these teams are going to pick in, but they're all picking in the top 10 of the draft next year because they play the Jets, they play the Cardinals, they play the Minnesota Vikings, the Miami Dolphins, the Atlanta Falcons, the Tennessee Titans, and the New York Giants. That's 7 teams that I feel very sure are picking in the top 10 next year.
Yes.
You play them all. Craziest part, only one of them's in your division. The rest of it is just the schedule you got. Of all the things in the NFL that I am the most convinced of, it is that the Detroit Lions will have one of the most ungodly offenses you've ever seen. I mean, they're going to break records. Because you just look at the offense, it's really, really good. Because I don't, and I know you're going to disagree with me on this, and that's fine. I don't think the way they ask them to play, there is a huge difference between Isaiah Pacheco and David Montgomery. Okay. I think Pacheco can be an imitation version of David Montgomery.
Okay.
We may not have a cute nickname for him and Jahmyr Gibbs the way we did with Montgomery, but he's going to barrel into the end zone for 10 touchdowns from the 2-yard line. By the way, if you draft Jahmyr Gibbs, just know what I just said is what Isaiah Pacheco does really well. And I think it's what they signed him for. Tesla, to me, is probably going to be, I'll say, at least one giant step forward this year. That's a 3. So I got Jameson Williams as the over-the-top guy. Sam Laporta comes back healthy. I think the offensive line's back to where it started. I always said Penei Sewell should be on the left side. They loved Blake Miller, and a lot of other people did too. And then you let the 3 interior guys grow a year. Now you actually have a plan at center as opposed to just what you could get in there after Ragnow retired. That offense is going to put up numbers.
Especially against that schedule.
I know you were talking about fantasy football stuff yesterday. One of my favorite plays of the year is Jared Goff. Because nobody's going to take him high, and they should. And they should. If you look at just his years in Detroit, this is a shocking stat when you actually go down the rabbit hole. Outside of the first year where he got hurt, and he missed 3 games, he has not thrown for less than 4,400 yards in a season since he's been there. He also has not thrown for less than 29 touchdowns. I think all of those are the floor.
Agreed.
His highest passing yardage season was 24. He went 46-29 and had 37 touchdowns. I think he beats both of those this year.
And they're going to win a lot of games.
The only thing that scares me is how often is he not throwing in the fourth quarter.
Yeah.
And I also look at, who else is a contender for the 1 seed in the NFC to you?
The LA Rams.
Okay. That was the one that I was hoping you were going to say. Do you realize how evil their schedule is?
Absolutely.
They play the toughest schedule I think I've ever seen. Starts 49ers, then they get the Giants. Great. Then you go at the Broncos, at the Eagles, and the Bills. 2 sweet little layups with Cardinals and the Raiders. Then you go Chargers, Commanders. Couple what I think will be layups, Cardinals and the Packers. And then you end out Chiefs, 49ers, Cowboys, Seahawks, Buccaneers, Seahawks. You're going to lose some of these
There's
games.
landmines all over the place.
First of all, you're an older team, so you're going to have guys that don't play every game. So you're going to catch a week with no Devontae Adams, and if it comes up against one of those good teams, there's a good chance you lose. I think the Rams are easily the best team in the NFL. I do not think they will be the 1 seed in the NFC.
Hadn't thought about Detroit as the 1 seed. I know we had talked about them as winning a whole bunch of games, but yeah, there's a possibility. Will their trek as the 1 seed be as fruitful as the Bears trek? Weren't they the 1 seed this past year?
I don't know who the 1 seed was this year.
I felt like they were.
No, the 1 seed was the Seahawks.
The Seahawks. Oh, My bad. Oh, it was the Broncos. That was the 1 seed that was the surprise.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. You're in the Sportsocracy. This is ESPN Asheville. Talk me into it Wednesday. You got more scenarios, throw them into the chat. We've got some more in the chat, as well as ones that Jeremy has found on the internet. We'll continue after this.
ESPN Asheville, your mountain weather forecast.
All right, good-looking day today. By the afternoon, lots of sunshine around. Temperatures will be pleasant. Humidity will be down 78. Tonight, mainly clear. Lows will be near 50 or just above. Some of the surrounding areas make it into the 40s. So another beauty of a start on Thursday, and not much to talk about, but sunshine on Thursday. A bit milder, low 80s. Friday, sunny, middle 80s, and probably still in the middle 80s Saturday, then showers and thunder showers on Sunday. From the Weather Channel, I'm Ray Staging.
This report is sponsored by Clayton Homes. Thinking about a new home? Now's the time. The 9 convenient Clayton and Oakwood locations in the Asheville area are celebrating 70 years of opening doors with quality homes designed for real life. Visit your participating Clayton retailer today and discover what's possible.
Asheville's #1 hit music station. Star 104.3.
Dan Scott here, inviting you to check out my new show every Sunday, 8 to 9 a.m. here on ESPN Asheville, where we bring sports and faith together. The Dan Scott Show, 8 a.m. Sundays on ESPN Asheville.
The iHeartRadio app now has presets, just like in the car. You're our #1. Make us yours. ESPN Asheville, the mountain's favorite sports station, streaming 24/7. Your home for the Sportsocracy. Weekdays at noon. The Tar Heels and Atlanta Braves baseball.
Over 50,000 police officers are assaulted each year. Help police by not escalating. Address any complaints after the encounter. Comply now, complain later. Keep everybody safe. This message brought to you by the National Police Association. Learn more at nationalpolice.org.
Your one stop for advertising? Call 844-844-iHeart.
Selling your home? Don't settle for average. Our real estate team at Clarissa Sells WNC and eXp Realty offers Zillow Showcase, an exclusive AI-powered listing experience available to just the top 10% of all listings in our area. With immersive media, cutting-edge design, and elevated marketing, Showcase listings, they go pending quicker and sell for up to $9,000 more than standard listings. Ready to stand out in a crowded market? Give our team a call today, 828-774-6343, because your home deserves the spotlight.
This is J.W. Whitley, General Manager at Parks Ford of Hendersonville. Our value of urgency, timely, responsive, focused, prioritizing you as our customer and the community that we serve to do better, be better every day. That's the Parks Promise. Experience the Parks Promise today at parksfordhendersonville.com.
Sure, you know Appalachian Motor Coach is the official shuttle sponsor of the Living the Dream Tailgate Tour. But did you know that they can get you anywhere in style? Weddings, bachelorette parties, corporate gatherings, family reunions, Appalachian Motor Coach makes the ride part of the fun. Luxury seating, climate control, and none of the stress of parking or driving. Appalachian Motor Coach gets you there relaxed, on time, and ready for the party. For more information, visit them at AppalachianMotorCoach.com. Appalachian Motor Coach, the best memories start on the ride.
Hurt in the game? We tough it out. Feel exhausted? We push on. Feeling down? We pull ourselves up by the bootstraps. But there are times when bootstraps aren't enough. When stress gets to us and we need to talk to someone about what we're really going through. So we're going to reach out, because sometimes mental health is not a one-person job. Visit loveyourmindtoday.org. That's loveyourmindtoday.org. Brought to you by the Huntsman Mental Health Institute and the Ad Council.
The Atlanta Braves are on a mission, and night after night they are making their case as one of the best teams in baseball.
3-2 to Drake. And he swings and hits a missile to deep right field to the chop house and out of here.
Chopping toward another playoff run.
Olsen hits it well. Deep center field to the wall and gone!
The Mountain's home for Braves baseball is ESPN Asheville. Proudly brought to you by Parks Ford of Hendersonville.
When morning has broken, along with the news, start with the facts and a laugh. First News on 570 with Mark Starling and Tank Spencer. Now on 570 and 92.9 FM.
I'm Coley Duffy.
I'm Cody Ward.
And
we're the Chainsaw Brothers.
Actually, we're cousins. A few days after Helene, we was in the driveway having a couple beers, waiting on the power to come back on. And we heard so many people calling, needing trees removed, and couldn't afford it.
So I called my dad to borrow a chainsaw, and over the next few months, we cleared trees for our neighbors. Our business was born out of wanting to help Western North Carolina get back on our feet.
We are fully insured and licensed. We keep our promises, meaning if we say we're going to be there, we'll be there. In these parts, we live how we were raised.
When you call the Chainsaw Brothers, you're not a customer, you're family. We're good at what we do, and we do it for a reasonable cost.
For all your chainsaw needs, call the Chainsaw Brothers. 828-316-1013. Or find us on Facebook. See how we treat our family.
Are you still covered up with storm damage and debris?
Call us about our daily rates at 828-316-1013. That's 828-316-1013. We're the Chainsaw Brothers, and with our neighbors, we are Western North Carolina strong.
Woohoo!
Clarissa sells WNC as the #1 team in Buncombe County. We have the customer service experience to assist you in achieving your real estate goals. Our team offers something that 90% of listings in our market won't have, Zillow Showcase. Check us out at clarissasellswnc.com.
ESPN Asheville. Yeah. WPEK Fairview. WMXF Waynesville. An iHeart radio station. Guaranteed human. Live from the Ingalls studio.
I can't wait to play with myself every day.
The Sportsocracy.
Damn the devil to hell! Let the big dogs eat! Let them on the field!
Come get you some of this.
Fire them cannons! By golly, put more powder in those things.
He couldn't take any more disappointment.
Oh my God. The Jets killed him.
Welcome back into the Sportsocracy. This is ESPN Asheville. We're heard everywhere you go on the iHeart Radio app, and you can watch us on YouTube. Just go to thesportsocracy.com, click the live video link, subscribe to the channel so you can join us in the chat. Today it is a Talk Me Into It Wednesday, as we've Jeremy has scoured the internet looking for scenarios.
I got one I can talk you into.
Okay.
I don't know who owns Burger King.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know who the Burger King is.
Mm-hmm.
The keto community thanks you.
For what?
For making a burger that's nothing but ketoness that you can eat without a bun, and it is so good.
Okay.
Texas Whopper. It's all keto stuff. It's jalapenos, cheese.
Mm-hmm.
There's no bread things on it. Oh, yeah. And there's no ketchup. I don't get many things that to look forward to. That's one.
Mm-hmm.
And it's so tasty.
Okay. But aren't all hamburgers keto friendly if you take the bun off?
Not necessarily. Crispy onion straws, barbecue sauce. There's all kinds of things that you could have to take off that take away from the burger itself.
Uh-huh.
This is the one where I don't have to change anything.
Okay.
I just order it. You bring it to me. I take off the bun. And we are happy, 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 happy.
Okay. All right.
I'll also fight anybody that wants to dispute how high in the pecking order Burger King should be of fast food burgers.
It's up there.
It's so good.
It's certainly up there. I mean, it's no big arch, but few things are.
The big arch is fantastic. Gambit fan said, how much longer is poor Jeremy on the keto nonsense? I will be done by the Hall of Fame game. Whatever I'm going to do, I will have done it by then if I haven't pulled my hair out.
No.
Now, there's also one great big caveat. I'm getting ready to do a month worth of shows from Florida, so I'll eat nothing but seafood for a month. Because I don't eat seafood if I'm away from the ocean. But by golly, when I'm at the ocean, back the truck up, Daddy's home.
He wants all of the seafood.
Yeah.
Do you eat fish or just shellfish?
I eat it all.
Okay.
But I don't like the shelf stable fish, the ones that you can get on more mainland. So like a salmon doesn't do anything for me.
Yeah.
When I got sick years ago, I ate so much fish that I don't like it.
If you're going to the beach and getting the salmon, you're doing it wrong.
100%. You're doing it wrong. And they're judging you back behind the wall.
Yes, most certainly. Have not run across an item that came out of the ocean that I'm not all about.
I don't love clams.
Clams are fine. It's not one of my favorites.
I will never order that.
Yeah.
The only thing I hate about this year is that I don't get to have a deviled crab. I do love a deviled crab.
I mean, you could have one.
No, you can't. Bread.
You ain't gonna have a cheat day while you're down there?
I haven't had a cheat day yet.
Really?
No.
I'm impressed.
Because I'm telling you, once I do, I'm doomed. And if I don't lose this weight, I will never lose it because I'll be 40 years old in 9 months.
Mm-hmm.
If I don't get
Are
down
you
to where I'm
saying you
supposed to
can't
be,
lose weight after 40? It gets harder.
It gets harder. And it's hard enough now. But, yeah, I'll be done. I got about 2 months left.
Yeah.
And then I tried not to gain it back in that first month before the season starts. Right. That's my goal.
Right. And then we'll turn around after the draft next year, and he'll go, well, back on the keto.
I'm 328 pounds this year. Oh, shoot. My blood pressure looks like a Los Angeles zip code.
Yeah. All right, you got a talk me into it scenario?
We have a super chat, actually.
I haven't pre-read it yet, so I was going to wait on that for a second.
I can't say that.
There you go.
It's funny.
There you go.
I can ask he did ask a question, though, so we can't ask the question.
All right.
Give me that money. Give me that money. Give me that money. Give me that.
I do love how creative Kevin's getting with the way he does his Shanahanisms.
In the cucumber patch? Really?
It's a good one. It's a good one.
Mm-hmm.
Cucumbers. A lot of people around here grow cucumbers.
His question: Rams imitating the 2011 Eagles? Was that the dream team?
Yeah.
Was that the Nnamdi Asomugha dream team?
Yeah. So I guess the question he's asking, if we narrow it down,
mm-hmm.
is what are the chances that this Rams team crashes into the rocks?
Slim to none. Barring
it won't possibly go the way the Eagles did. Because the Eagles just had a bunch of guys that they paid, and then they were never worth the money that they paid.
I was gonna say, barring
Jason Babin,
catastrophic injury, I don't see how. This is still a talented team with the defending MVP on it. And I don't know what you're supposed to do with that defense.
The thing people forget about that Eagles team is that what really crashed them into the rocks was that Michael Vick was just not the same quarterback.
Mm-hmm.
He wasn't even what he had been before, and it wrecked that. And then the defense was just not good. The depth scares me, and that's what he's talking about, is injuries. That's the word. If they go through a bout of injuries, the Rams, it could go sideways. And I said that as soon as the trade happened. Because, look, they still have a ton of bullets in the gun at this point. And I'm not going to be shocked. If you told me they traded the second and third round picks that they have this year, I'm not going to be shocked by that. The rumors have gotten loud on them adding Stephon Diggs.
Good Lord.
Do you know how many picks they have in – good gracious. Do you know how many picks they have actively in 2027?
4.
That's exactly right. They have a 2, a 4, a 5, and a 6. That's it. Oof.
All in.
Oh, this is not
doesn't
all in.
Right. It what does that benefit me? I have a no doubt championship window open right now. From now until the end of 2028. I have all the pieces. Why would I not do this? Why would I not load up and try to get me a Super Bowl? I got one more shot to win it.
And I'm not going to lie to you. I get that. What I don't get is why was Mekhi Lemon not the pick at 13?
That still doesn't make any sense other than it's the outlier. That forever will be the one pick that we can look at in history and go, well, as long as the GM is friends with your dad, then you get a spot in the NFL. because you cannot tell me that anybody other than Les Snead was in on that pick. The whole Sean McVay saying, oh, we had talked about it for weeks leading up to the draft. Yeah, because Les Snead came in and said, this is what we're doing.
Mm-hmm.
And if you don't like it, tough. That's what I'm doing. You better get used to it. And so you're stuck.
Sanders Sports said, we did this once. His name was Jared Goff, and it was his grandfather. Their last 2 first-round picks that have stayed on this roster for more than 3 years.
I don't remember that.
There
was
was
the
I
thing?
don't.
Okay.
Sanders, you'll have to remind me what the affiliation was, but
Mm-hmm.
there was some affiliation with Jared Goff's grandfather.
I mean, that did lead you down the path to Matthew Stafford. I just don't think
And
you
it
got another.
it got you to a Super Bowl too.
That is true. That is true. It got you to a Super Bowl.
Do you think
Todd Gurley helped?
Do you think Aaron Donald comes back? Just honestly.
I'll say no.
He talked to Pat McAfee
But I
either
think
yesterday or
it's-
the day before.
But I think it's more of a maybe than anybody wants it to be.
If you don't know the backstory, he talked to Pat McAfee live on air. They were texting back and forth on air, and he said, this trade has definitely made me think about it.
Mm-hmm.
I think it happens. You said it. I kind of blew it off at the time, and then he started posting videos of him working out, and he still looks like he's in insane shape.
He absolutely is.
It makes sense
Mm-hmm.
for one last ride.
Mm-hmm. What would it hurt? What do I have to lose?
Nothing.
Nothing. I'm Aaron Donald. I'm one of the greatest defensive tackles, maybe the greatest defensive tackle ever to play in the NFL.
Well, I mean,
I'm 35 years old. I'm still in my play-in window. I'm still in excellent shape. I don't have to come in and kill myself.
No, and you've got Kobe Turner and Braden Fisk.
Right.
Who, I mean, Aaron Donald, if he were to come back, and this is obviously hypothetical, I'm curious how many snaps he played the last year he was in the league.
Mm-hmm.
I know it will be lower than that. Whatever that number is, 865. That's what he played in 2023.
400. I come back and play 400 snaps, and there's still no way you're stopping this defense.
In his career, he never played less than 76.5% of snaps. I would say he'd be lucky to hit 50. Because he doesn't need to. I need you to come in on money downs.
Yep.
And I think the setup for him is there. That you just come in, you're a situational player, and I just don't see how it doesn't work out.
I think he probably thinks, I mean, he's certainly thinking about it. I don't know that he actually comes through with it and does it.
Has the call already been made?
Will I be? No.
Do you think Les Snead called him before they made this deal? Because I'll bet he did.
I know they called him and talked. They said they both sides have said they called and talked to him before the Myles Garrett deal went down. Whether there was any discussion of, hey, you want to come back and play or not?
Well, that's what I was asking.
He knows that. He knows the door's open.
Do you think that's what that call was?
No, I don't.
I do. I do.
Because
look, if you're going all in, and it's very obvious that that's what the Rams are doing.
Mm-hmm.
If you're going all in, I don't think you're doing your job if you haven't at least put that feeler out there of, look, this is what we'll do for you. We know you don't want to go through camp. We're not going to make you go through camp. You work out on your own. We'll get you what you need, whether it's, the playbook, whatever. And
I
don't
need that.
The second week of the preseason, we'll announce it. You'll join us for the last week of preseason camp. You don't really have to do anything. We'll get you acclimated, and you kick off in Australia week 1.
Mm-hmm.
I would say, in my mind, I'm 80% sure that that's exactly how this is going to go.
If it does, hang it up. Everybody else's hopes dashed out the window. Because I don't know how you stop it. Like, I don't know how you score.
I don't know how you score on them. That's the problem, because they have somebody that, it doesn't matter if your receiver is on the outside, if he plays out of the slot. I got Trent McDuffie. If you've got two, I've got Jalen Watson. I've also got two of the best pass rushers in the league. I mean, and that's with no Aaron Donald, because I got Myles Garrett and I got Byron Young.
Mm-hmm.
I've got a front that's formidable.
I feel like what has been said could very easily be seen either way.
Austin Groves said that, by the way. I wasn't ignoring that fact.
What?
Exactly what I just said. He said that earlier on. They were talking about Aaron Donald in the chat, and yeah, that's the only way it goes. When you get these guys that get to this point where they retire early, the reason that they don't, it's not the games. These guys would play the games until they're 45 years old.
Mm-hmm.
It's the being away from your family. It's the grind of camp. It's the getting your body right. From what I saw, it looked like Aaron Donald's body's already right.
Mm-hmm.
He's not in game shape because nobody's in game shape in June. But for a guy that hasn't played in 2 years, he looked in pretty good shape to me.
Yeah. The texting back and forth with Pat McAfee, I think all of that can be seen as, sure, I'm thinking about it, or it could just be, yeah, I'm thinking about it. Right,
you also
in jest.
You can't tell me that Aaron Donald didn't reach out to Pat for that. You want to get people talking about this? That's the one that I'm going to go to.
Maybe. Jordan Schultz also reached out to him. Did you see his response to Jordan Schultz?
I did not.
Apparently, it's the most detailed text was sent to Jordan Schultz, and it says, quote, "I'm for sure flirting with the idea. Hell of an opportunity with the Super Bowl in SoFi this year. If I can find the fire, it's a possibility." It's all about finding that spark. It's all about
I don't see how you wouldn't.
Getting yourself back up to get into the grind again. He's only been gone for 2 years, so this is it. Right? This is where you sit down and you have that conversation. You don't have that conversation with Jordan Schultz or Pat McAfee or whoever. You have this conversation in front of the mirror, staring into your own eyes, and you go, if ever there was a time, now is the time. Coming back at 36, coming back at 37, 38, none of it makes sense. What makes sense is doing it now. A decision has to be made in the next few weeks, and I'm not going to be shocked if today he sends out a text in 5 minutes that says, heck yeah, let's do it.
Let's ride.
Exactly. If anybody could do it, it'll be Aaron Donald.
Sander has a talk me into it that we will hit on after the commercial break.
All right.
It's about the Rams, and it's an interesting question.
All right, you're in the Sportsocracy, and this is ESPN Asheville.
Keep listening for the next chance to win your way to our iHeartRadio Music Festival, presented by Capital One.
This September, coming back to Las Vegas, streaming live on Disney Plus and Hulu.
Tickets go on sale Friday, June 12th at 2 p.m. Eastern, 11 a.m. Pacific through AXS.com.
But starting June 10th at 1 p.m. Eastern.
Capital One cardholders get first access to tickets and other exclusive offers for 48 hours only or while pre-sale tickets last. Visit iHeartRadio.com/Capital One for more pre-sale details. What's in your wallet?
This is J.W. Whitley, General Manager at Parks Ford of Hendersonville. Our value of urgency, timely, responsive, focused, prioritizing you as our customer and the community that we serve to do better, be better every day. That's the Parks Promise. Experience the Parks Promise today at parksfordhendersonville.com.
It's the French Open, where every point is a battle on clay. I'd know. I competed there for decades. Join me, Renee Stubbs, on the Renee Stubbs Tennis Podcast for no-nonsense breakdowns of the biggest matches, the toughest players, and the moments that define Roland Garros.
Listen, Elena Rybakina is arguably the best player in the world right now, and I actually can win on any surface.
Search the Renee Stubbs Tennis Podcast on iHeartRadio, America's #1 podcast network and the Webby Podcast Company of the Year.
Presented by Capital One, founding partner of iHeart Women's Sports.
Some people won't give you the real talk on drugs, but it's time we know the facts. Fentanyl is killing people. It's a powerful opioid, often made illegally and commonly mixed with illicit drugs. It can even be pressed into counterfeit pills that resemble prescription medications. Just 2 milligrams, about the size of a few grains of sand, could potentially be lethal. This isn't an ad to scare you, but it is an ad to make you think twice. Get the facts. Go to realdealonfentanyl.com. This message is brought to you by the Ad Council.
Now's your chance to win $2,500. Just enter this nationwide keyword on our website, America. That's America. Enter it now.
We are strong, we are resilient, and we will get through this together. But these are stressful times, and it's important to also practice good self-care. It's normal to feel overwhelmed, anxious, or afraid, but there is hope. Reach out to someone, connect with your friends, stay in touch with your community, and know that you are not alone. Learn more at wearebroadcasters.com/hope. Furnished by the National Association of Broadcasters and this station.
Clarissa sells WNC as the #1 team in Buncombe County. We have the customer service experience to assist you in achieving your real estate goals. Our team offers something that 90% of listings in our market won't have, Zillow Showcase. Check us out at clarissasellswnc.com.
I'm David.
And I'm Christina.
And this is our Ingalls story.
Ginger's Revenge is a brewery located in Asheville, North Carolina that specializes in the production of hard ginger beer.
So we use all natural, whole ingredients, and I think that really sets us apart.
Ingalls is an amazing partner for us to work with. A lot of our fans know that they can go to Ingalls and find a lot of the flavors that we have available, and they just make it really easy for folks to purchase local products.
Do better, be better every day. That's the Parks Promise. Our mission, to improve lives with every interaction. This is JW, General Manager at Parks Ford Hendersonville. Experience the Parks Promise today at parksfordhendersonville.com. That's parksfordhendersonville.com.
Hi, I'm Smokey Bear, and I made an assistant to help you prevent wildfires.
Dude, I've got this. I've been camping since I was 5 years old.
But I am a camping influencer.
You know what? I'll bet you $5. Assistant Smokey, what is the best way to put out a campfire?
To put out a campfire, drown with water, stir, drown again. Then make sure the fire is out cold by feeling with the back of your hand.
Wait, really?
I'll take the $5.
Learn more at SmokeyBear.com.
Brought to you by the U.S. Forest Service, your state forester, and the Ad Council.
The Sportsocracy.
Take all this, burn it, okay? Gasoline, kerosene, either one. Burn it.
Back in the Sportsocracy, this is ESPN Asheville. Heard everywhere on the iHeartRadio app. It's that kind of time, huh?
It's a Diet Coke.
Oh, okay. I was thinking, that's not keto at all.
Diet Coke, yeah, it is.
No, I meant
no sugar.
beer. Whatever, whatever beer you'd be drinking over there. Do they make a carbless beer?
Yes.
That's
and
not
tastes
White
awful.
Claws?
It tastes awful.
Mm-hmm.
It tastes like television static.
Mm-hmm.
It's like that,
So
what'd you have, a Perrier the other day?
Oh, yeah. That thing's
That's
gross.
exactly what it tastes like. It tastes like sparkling
that
water.
was the Sal Palantonio.
Oh, Pellegrino.
Yeah, that's what that was.
I do have to show this on air because it just arrived.
He's so pleased with his new addition to the memorabilia. A it says 1997 All-American Ryan Leaf signed football that he has procured for free.
Yep,
from the interwebs.
Yeah, I'm super ecstatic about this. Brandon, the guy that sent it to me, you the real MVP. I put out on social media that my office in Greenville needs some decor.
Uh-huh.
My personal collection's here in Asheville, but I needed a shtick for however I was going to decorate the office down in Greenville. And what I came up with were my best draft finds and the biggest draft busts. And I got a set of helmets coming that, oh, doggy. I got a whole set of mini helmets coming that are hilarious.
Mm-hmm.
And I got them for the low, low price of thank you for getting them out of my house.
Nice. Do you have a Shamunga Biaka Batuka autograph in there?
No, but I do have one from that era that played the same position.
Ooh. Kijana Carter?
1 year before that.
Who was before that?
Played for the Chicago Bears.
Rashawn Salam?
That's the one.
Nice.
R.I.P.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he's one of the. I've got a whole set coming that just didn't work out in the NFL.
Right.
And Rashawn Salaam's one of them.
Huh. Interesting. We have breaking news.
Who's gonna break the news? Who's gonna break the news? Who's gonna break the news? Who's gonna break the news?
You told me about it.
Oh, I thought you had pulled it up. Yeah,
No.
You said it. I didn't even know that you were talking about the same thing. Micah Parsons has confirmed he will start the year on PUP. He targets a mid-October return, says the Packers have a firm 9-month return policy on ACL injuries. Do you know who they play before mid-October?
I just pulled it up.
It's at the Vikings, at the Jets, Falcons, at the Buccaneers, Bears, Cowboys. With no Micah Parsons, how many of those games are they winning?
I don't know. 3?
2. I'd said 2.
Okay.
They'll lose either to the Vikings or the Jets because they're both on the road. And those defenses are going to be good enough. I'd say they lose at the Bucs. I'd say they lose to the Bears, they lose to the Cowboys.
Okay. And then he comes back for the home stretch. It'll look good.
And then you go at the Lions. That's probably the first game he comes back for. Then you get the Panthers at the Patriots.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a significant buyer on the under on the Packers.
Mm-hmm. I was before this news. So, yeah. Further down that road for me. All right. In the YouTube chat, you said we had a talk me into it?
Oh, we do. It's from Alex Sander. If they pull this off, where does that put the trio of Matthew Stafford, Sean McVay, and Les Snead all time? I had not thought of it.
No. Well, I mean,
does it put him ahead of Troy, Jimmy Johnson, Jerry Jones?
No.
I agree.
No.
I don't even think the high water mark.
I don't even know that you're in the class of Andy Reid, Patrick Mahomes, and Brett Veach. Like I
don't know that I agree with that.
You're just not there.
I don't know that I agree with that, and I'll tell you why I don't agree with that. Kansas City was not a Super Bowl contender. Do you remember how bad the Rams were?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, this was one because really you go back to it. It's Sean McVay. Sean McVay was the hire that changed this team. Could be Les Snead. I think Les Snead was a year before.
Possibly.
That's what changed this franchise. So I don't know that I would go with Andy Reid. Andy Reid was so established, and a lot of his story is from Philadelphia. That's a good one, don't get me wrong. I just think the Rams had further to come from. Because this franchise, outside of a couple years of Greatest Show on Turf, they've really been kind of a doormat for my lifetime.
Absolutely.
That is such a good question. I'm blanking on. I mean, the obvious one in my head would be Bill Tom,
Robert Kraft.
I guess that's the way you would do that.
I mean, because Bill was really the GM.
Bill was kind of the de facto GM,
right? And there wasn't another steady force, right? There wasn't another.
Well, there were a lot of guys in the front office. I mean, Michael Lombardi was there for many years. He just wasn't the one pulling the strings,
right?
I can't put it ahead of that because New England was a doormat too before Bill and Tom, and they changed the entire culture of that organization.
Yeah, I mean it's very high on the list.
I think they deserve to be talked about with those. I'm not going to put them in front of them, but I think you're in that conversation.
Mm-hmm. I'm trying to think of any others that would fall into that category. Would you go? I was going to say Russell Wilson, but that was only. I mean, that was
Pete, John Schneider. That's
right.
Not a bad one.
That was a 2-year run.
John Schneider could have 2 of these by the time it's all said.
Well, that's. I would say that's if Seattle wins it again, right? Don't you have to win multiple Super Bowls? I mean, I know John has, right? Because he was the GM
Yes.
Back in those days. But nobody else gets credit for that.
That's another good one. And that would be Schneider would be the headliner of that.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think people understand how good he actually is. I mean, John Schneider to me is I'd say he's one of the 10 best GMs that's ever lived.
Mm-hmm.
But nobody ever talks about him because he's a little weird.
Would you go Terry Bradshaw? I have no idea who the GM of those Pittsburgh teams would have been.
Couldn't tell you.
But who was the coach?
See, I don't think you can go back that far as Chuck Noll.
Chuck Noll, thank you.
You can't go back that far because the GM was not as big a deal back then.
Mm-hmm.
There wasn't as much that went into this.
Yeah.
God, I didn't realize how old John Schneider was.
Yeah.
He looks 25 years old. He looks like every frat bro you've ever seen the night after a hardcore night of binge drinking. I've seen him at the Combine now 3 years in a row, and every time I see him, I'm like, oh, you get down. I feel very sure of that.
He's 55.
He's 55 years old.
And he doesn't even look it if he's clean-shaven. If he's clean-shaven, he looks 30.
Yeah.
If he's got the beard, okay, I could see maybe 44. Since I'm starting to get a little more gray in my whiskers, I'm be a little nicer to him than 55. Which means he's still got a good 15 years left in him to be an unbelievable GM in this league. I mean, he could be one that stacks up all time.
Sure. Sanders got a point. Seattle was not in terrible shape when he took over. It was weird, though, because they'd had that Mike Holmgren run, and then Pete came in, and they basically just reset the franchise. They weren't bad. They just weren't top of the league. Mm-hmm. They were one of those weird meaty clacker teams, like where Pittsburgh and Green Bay are now.
Right.
They're always here, but they're never that much of a threat until John Schneider came along.
Yeah.
And Pete Carroll. That's one of those. Which one do you give the credit to?
Hey, I didn't.
Pete flopped with the Raiders, and John Schneider just won a Super Bowl with a completely different roster and a new head coach. So,
didn't expect to be doing greatest trios of all time today, but that was a fun little exercise.
That's the reason you have a chat and you listen to your audience, because that's one that I didn't have queued up for today, but it's now just absolutely flicking my brain.
All right, before we go into the bottom of the hour break here, I've been wanting to bring this one up for a little while. Bill Workman had put this one in earlier in the chat. Mike Washington Jr., talk me into it, leads the Raiders in rushing and rushing touchdowns.
Ashton Genty is such a weird conversation. And we touched on it when he got drafted because, I mean, if you remember this as well as anybody, I was not an Ashton Genty guy.
No.
I thought if he had played at Penn State, he would be a second-round pick because the numbers wouldn't be there. Mm-hmm. The numbers were goofy. I am not sold. Ashton Genty just doesn't do the peripheral things of a running back. Mike Washington's a converted wide receiver. He ain't doing it this year. Now, 3 years from now, Mike Washington Jr. ends up being the best running back on that team. That I could be talked into.
Mm-hmm.
It's just going to be a slow roll out of the job. I mean, because this kid's got a lot to learn.
Yeah.
I think that's why Seattle passed on him for Jadarius Price. Is we got to have a guy right now. You know, this can't be a project. And I mean, I missed on that one as we were going through the process because I'm in love with what he can be. It's also really easy for me because I'm one of the only scouts in the entire world that can never be fired. I can miss as many times as I want to. Guess what? I'll be right back next year to do it all over again.
That's true. You are in the Sportsocracy. This is ESPN Asheville. When we come back, the most important message of the day. Plus, we'll have the last of the Talk Me Into It's for this Wednesday.
ESPN Asheville. Your mountain weather forecast.
All right, good-looking day today. By the afternoon, lots of sunshine around. Temperatures will be pleasant. Humidity will be down 78. Tonight, mainly clear. Lows will be near 50 or just above. Some of the surrounding areas may get into the 40s. So another beauty of a start on Thursday, and not much to talk about but sunshine on Thursday. A bit milder, low 80s. Friday, sunny, middle 80s, and probably still in the middle 80s Saturday, then showers and thunder showers on Sunday. From the Weather Channel, I'm Ray Staging.
This report is sponsored by Compassion International. Compassion sponsorship means food, healthcare, education, and most of all, being known, loved, and protected. There are thousands of kids waiting over a year. End their wait. Sponsor a child with compassion today. Text the word radio to 83393.
Dan Scott here, inviting you to check out my new show every Sunday, 8 to 9 a.m. here on ESPN Asheville, where we bring sports and faith together. The Dan Scott Show, 8 a.m. Sundays on ESPN Asheville.
With iHeart, everything you hear is guaranteed human. That's why 78% of listeners trust their favorite radio host's product recommendations. If you manage a business or need to drive sales, that trust goes a long way. Call 844-844-iHeart. Again, that's 844-844-iHeart.
Wait, everything on this IHOP value menu is just $6?
I told you it was amazing. A huge plate of pancakes, bacon, and eggs is just $6.
Wow.
There's also French toast, a ham and cheese omelet, and oh, they got a BLT and fries now.
Okay, we're coming here every day.
You don't have to tell me twice.
Feast for just $6 with the IHOP value menu. $7 in some locations, available every day for a limited time at participating restaurants in the U.S. Hours may vary. No substitutions. Not valid with other discounts or promotions. Prices may vary.
48 countries.
Only one winner.
Yes. iHeartRadio and Fox Sports are bringing you every match of FIFA World Cup 2026.
Live. Go! Every unforgettable moment wherever you are. Lock in your preset now on the free iHeartRadio app.
The world will be listening.
I'm Coley Duffy.
I'm Cody Ward.
And
we're the Chainsaw Brothers.
Actually, we're cousins. A few days after Helene, we was in the driveway having a couple beers, waiting on the power to come back on. And we heard so many people calling, needing trees removed, and couldn't afford it.
So I called my dad to borrow a chainsaw, and over the next few months, we cleared trees for our neighbors. Our business was born out of wanting to help Western North Carolina get back on our feet.
We are fully insured and licensed. We keep our promises, meaning if we say we're going to be there, we'll be there. In these parts, we live how we were raised.
When you call the Chainsaw Brothers, you're not a customer, you're family. We're good at what we do, and we do it for a reasonable cost.
For all your chainsaw needs, call the Chainsaw Brothers. 828-316-1013. Or find us on Facebook. See how we treat our family.
Are you still covered up with storm damage and debris?
Call us about our daily rates at 828-316-1013. That's 828-316-1013. We're the Chainsaw Brothers, and with our neighbors, we're Western North Carolina strong.
Woohoo!
This is J.W. Whitley, General Manager at Parks Ford of Hendersonville. Our value of urgency, timely, responsive, focused, prioritizing you as our customer and the community that we serve to do better, be better every day. That's the Parks Promise. Experience the Parks Promise today at parksfordhendersonville.com.
Clarissa sells WNC as the #1 team in Buncombe County. We have the customer service experience to assist you in achieving your real estate goals. Our team offers something that 90% of listings in our market won't have, Zillow Showcase. Check us out at clarissasellswnc.com.
It is the Sportsocracy. It is time for the most important message of the day.
Don't do crimes.
Do not do crime. Don't
shove a piece of burger in your mouth 4 seconds before the mic turns on.
Bingo. That is radio crimes.
For sure.
Yeah.
I thought I looked at the screen and I thought it said 1 minute and 4 seconds, not 4 seconds, period.
Mm-hmm. All right, here's my story for the day. A police officer, former police officer, in Hammond, Mississippi, facing federal charges for allegedly retaliating against a confidential informant in a cockfighting investigation. Denver Keith Goldman, accused of retaliating against a witness, victim, or informant in a criminal complaint. He allegedly leaked video evidence and arranged for the informant's arrest at his workplace in April of this year. Homeland Security Investigations received information in February 2025 from a confidential source about illegal cockfighting operations in the Southern District of Mississippi, and Goldman identified as a law enforcement officer participating in the cockfighting events. His uncle was also charged. All right, listen. You do crimes and you get caught for crimes, you should probably just know when to stop, would be my guess. I mean, we've all seen those, those TV dramas where, crooked cop only gets crookeder. Here you go. Here's your real-life example. A cop running a cockfighting ring got told on, and then now he's in trouble for trying to intimidate the witness. Who's shocked?
My story's layers. I love a good layered story, and this one's got a bunch. It's about one Diane Blaylock, and I'm going to leave out a couple pieces about Miss Blaylock because they make the story funnier at the end. She went to the Nowhere Bar in Ocala, Florida. Went with a friend. Friend left.
By the way, sounds like a great place to get a beer and a cigar.
No doubt. I mean, I think that should be on their T-shirt. Nowhere Bar, Ocala, Florida. Great place to get a beer and a cigar. I can't believe no bar has ever used that, especially with how many of them fall into that. She goes to the bar. She's just trying to enjoy her night. She wanted a Jell-O shot.
Okay.
And the bar said no. What would you do at that point, Mr. Spencer, as a 40s man of sound mind and somewhat sound body? They tell you can't have a Jell-O shot. What are you going to do?
Order something else.
Oh, they weren't going to serve her anything. You leave.
You probably leave.
I'll go somewhere where my dollars are appreciated. That's not what Miss Blaylock did. She called 911. She called 911 and said, at the Nowhere Bar, they will not serve me a Jell-O shot, and that is a travesty that must be rectified. Okay.
Sure.
911 calls her back to tell her this is a misuse of 911 services. She does not answer, however. After the second missed call, she calls back. Guess what she said this time?
What?
They still won't serve me a Jell-O shot, and I need someone to come correct this injustice. She did this 3 times.
Wow.
Eventually, the Ocala Police Department said, okay, let's go see what's happening at the Nowhere Bar. So they go, and they find Miss Blaylock sitting at a table outside. She tells them the story. She asked for a ride home. Please, Mr. Officer, can you give me a ride home because her medical conditions prevent her from walking home. Cops explains to her, can't do that. And then they talk to the owner of the bar, who then explains the reason we won't serve her a Jell-O shot is because she's been issued a trespass warning at this particular bar, and she is not welcome here. This is a problem. Now you have called the cops to your own arrest because you're trespassing. What do they do when they detain you for trespassing like this? What are they? They're going to search your person.
Sure.
Found a small amount of marijuana in 2 pipes. She then proceeds to tell the cops that she has been drinking all day. She had 2 apparently, just in case you break one. Sure. I don't know.
Oh, well, I mean, if you're going to be drunk in public, you need a backup in case you shatter one of them.
No doubt.
Head shop's not open that late.
She said she had been drinking and had recently smoked marijuana. She was then taken to the Marion County Jail, charged with misuse of 911 services, trespassing, and possession of not more than 20 grams of marijuana. I left out a funny part of this story. What do you think I left out? I gave you a hint if you were paying attention.
Ooh, I wasn't, so... it's got to be about what medical issue she has. Nope. Okay, I was going to say she has no legs or something.
Nope.
I don't know.
How old is Miss Blaylock?
Oh, dear. She's underage?
No.
Oh.
She's overage.
Oh, she's way overage.
She's 68 years old. If at 68 years old you're getting banned from bars, you've made some rough life decisions, especially if you get banned from a bar called the Nowhere Bar.
Right. I have to see this place now.
Oh, I see the decor in my head. Let me guess. There's wood paneling on the walls. There are a slew of bumper stickers behind the bar that say things like, "Oh, I can't say any of that on air. Nope, can't do any of that." Got one that's upside down that says, "If I can read this, turn me right side up." But.
Oh, I think that's her. It's like the first picture came up was she looks like she's about 68 with medical issues. The Nowhere Bar. Okay, all right. So imagine. It's not a freestanding building. Shocker of shockers. It's in a strip mall. It's got a giant yellow sign over the door that says Nowhere Bar with a question mark on it.
Yeah, that's the kind of place that had to get rid of their mechanical sheep.
Mm-hmm.
They couldn't afford the bulb. They had a mechanical sheep. They had to get rid of it because two guys that frequent the bar tried to marry it.
Lots of wood paneling on the inside of that bar.
Of course there is.
Ooh,
of course.
Wow. A whole lot of Patriot stuff all over the place, too.
Probably a Patriots backer bar.
It's owned by Boston people. There's a Red Sox
For
flag.
sure.
There's a Patriots banner. There's a Super Bowl champions banner. Yeah. It's everything you thought it was. No surprises here. Okay. All right. Talk me into it. Give me something else to think about other than...
We have a super chat with a Shanahanism.
Show me the money, money. Show me the money.
All Shanahanisms typically come from Kevin Mullen, and this one is no different. Teenage Kyle Shanahan lost Meemaw's Tupperware, forever being relegated to butter containers. Are you a butter container guy? Like when you get leftovers, do you get butter containers?
No, we have actual Tupperware.
My grandmother passed away a few months ago, and I swear to you, somewhere in that house, there was a entire what looks like a country crock distributorship.
Absolutely.
Because every time I left her house, I wound up with butterballs. And she would always say, "Don't bother with bringing that back." I wasn't gonna.
Country Crock and Cool Whip.
Cool Whip.
My grandma used Cool Whip bowls.
Nobody in my family uses Cool Whip. We're not a Cool Whip people.
Monsters.
What is the point of whipped cream? It's gross.
It's not.
It's
gross.
Whipped cream is gross.
Delicious.
It's gross. It serves no purpose. Whipped cream and caramel are in the exact same boat with each other.
Oh my gosh.
They're just irrelevant.
Coming up next on Cold Take Wednesdays.
Caramel's fine if it's in something. I don't want caramel to be like people that get caramel sundaes instead of hot fudge. I'm gonna need to check your basement because I'm pretty sure you have somebody stored down there.
Mm-hmm.
I just don't get it. I don't get it. Anyway,
the question coming up this Saturday, by the way, the Nowhere Bar is going to be serving $2.50 dirty Arnold Palmers, whatever that is.
Let's
Arnie Palmies.
What is a dirty Arnold Palmer? Because John Daly's when you put liquor in it.
It's tea and lemonade, and then this lady will come and put her finger in it.
Back to Kevin's question while Tate looks at the upcoming events at the Nowhere Bar.
Yeah, I couldn't help it.
Is the Rams offseason a result of that play living rent-free in McVay's head of Charbonnet's two-point conversion? I do think they're trying to beat Seattle, if that's what you're asking. I'm not 100% sure I understand the question, but if you're asking, did they do all this with the intent of beating Seattle? Of course they did.
Absolutely.
I mean, I go back to what I said as soon as the trade happened. You've had a problem keeping Abraham Lucas on the field? Yeah, where do you think Myles Garrett lines up?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, they're playing the numbers here.
There's one team.
But I would also say Seattle's the biggest threat to the Rams in the NFC.
I was going to say, there's one team that can beat us.
Because they have.
Because they just beat us last year. Other than that, we should be the kings of the NFC.
And we would have been last year if it wasn't for Seattle.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, I mean, I do think that's who they're trying to beat.
Yeah, most certainly.
I also don't think there's another team in the NFC that's even in their class.
Agreed.
Who would be your 3 in the NFC? I'm just curious if we say the same team here. Third best team in the NFC right now is.
Third best team in the NFC is the Eagles.
I don't agree with you.
Do you think it's Detroit?
No. Maybe. It might. For me, the 2 teams that came to my mind were Detroit and Dallas, and I think I'd take Dallas 3.
Okay.
I'm way higher on Dallas than you think.
Most certainly.
And the offense is just insanely good. And now I think the defense will keep up with it.
Mm-hmm.
Now, could they catfish me? Absolutely.
Done it before.
Absolutely they could.
Was it about 3 years ago? 3-4 years ago you had the Cowboys in the Super Bowl?
That was very early in this.
Was it?
And then I've been right about Dallas practically because I was way down on them last year. They weren't as bad as I thought they would be, but they did lose to the Cardinals, which I did call.
Mm-hmm.
Sir Timothy said they catfish me every year. Don't worry. You get used to it.
You get used to it. I also hear you can get some good catfish at the Nowhere Bar.
Comes with 3 hush puppies and a side of coleslaw.
Full liquor bar, cold beer, and the best Jell-O shots in town.
Poor Diane can't get one.
Where no one is a stranger. At Nowhere. The most apropos thing about it is that how the businesses like restaurants and stuff will have they'll have the dollar signs out next to it for how much you need to budget to come to this place. It's got one. It's only got $1 sign.
Wait, so what now?
I said, so you know how businesses when you have your Facebook page or whatever,
Google,
and it'll give you the dollar signs for how much you need to budget to come to this place. They got one. There's $1.
That place right there is a place where you can get an ice cold 16-ounce PBR for $1.99.
Well vodkas, $2.75. Whoa!
Are you just trying to get the cops called? Got people drinking $3 aristocrats out here. I guarantee you, Tammy Faye Tanya is about to start a ruckus.
Be sure to ask about the dirty Arnold Palmer.
This show never got on the rails.
No.
It's been so far off the rails.
All right, you got another scenario to talk me into in the next 4 minutes?
I'm just stuck on the dirty Arnold Palmer. Now I just want to know what that is.
I wish I could tell you.
NBA Finals Game 1 tonight.
Woo! I'm so excited.
You won't watch any of it.
Probably not.
I'll
do the
turn
same.
it on. I know exactly how this night's going to go.
Okay.
I'm gonna get my mind right to watch this game.
Mm-hmm.
It's gonna irk me immediately that this game doesn't start until 8:30.
Mm-hmm.
So I will complain about that from 7:30 to 8:30, waiting on this game to tip off.
Right.
By 9 o'clock, I will have tapped out because the way the sport runs. The NBA at this point looks like you took good basketball from 1996 and did that thing that people do to us on YouTube sometimes when they're trying to catch up and they do everything in double speed. That's what the NBA looks like now. The only difference is that the defenders never caught up to 2x speed. So all the offensive guys are flying around, the defensive guys aren't. And I will be perturbed.
Mm-hmm.
Or we'll have a stupid review with 4 minutes to go in the first quarter that doesn't mean anything that will drive me nuts.
Yeah. That'll take 17 minutes to sort out, and you'll turn the channel.
Yep.
And then never go back. There's part of me that wants to, right? There's that little sports fan inside of me that says every championship matters. You know, there was a time in my life where I would say for about a good 10 to 13 years, I did not miss a championship game.
Me neither.
In any of the major sports. Major League Baseball, hockey was included in that. Like, if it was a championship being decided, I needed to be there for it. I lost that along the way. And as all of these sports have either gone further out of my realm, you know, I mean, because think back, this time led straight up to the lockout of the NHL, right? The NHL did their lockout. They missed a whole season. Then they started putting their games on the Outdoor Life Network or whatever the hell it was. Out. Not a chance. So I never went back. I never got interested in it again after that. And now, unless my team's in it, in baseball, not really all that interested. Unless my team's in it in basketball, but that's never happened in my lifetime. So
I just did a thing that would never happen. It would never have happened 20 years ago.
What?
What's the funniest name that I could say plays for the San Antonio Spurs? And I did not know this because he hasn't played really at all. He comes in mop-up duty. That's it. The funniest blast from the past. Think Charlotte Hornets. Name that I could say that is the 15th man for the San Antonio Spurs.
Is it Miles Plumlee?
No, but his brother Mason is 29. This is the only one ranking the 30 players in the finals. This is the only name below Mason Plumlee. Who I also did not know played for the Spurs, and we know Mason.
I'm trying to think. Blast from the past. I don't know.
Bismack Biyombo.
Holy cow.
He has to be 76 years old. Bismack Biyombo has to be, because I think he was 40 when he got drafted.
Bismack Biyombo.
Bismack Biyombo is the last guy off the bench for the San Antonio Spurs.
No way.
Swear.
That's crazy. Bismack Biyombo. I haven't thought about him in quite some time. Holy cow. Did they just have all of the former Charlotte Hornets rejects? Kelly Olynyk is on this team. Mason Plumlee. Although Mason didn't play for Charlotte. Miles did.
Mm-hmm.
Bismack. Harrison Barnes is on this team. See, this is why. I don't care. There's nothing to make me care about this.
The NBA has done a lot to make us not care, but I'm going to try tonight, and I'll tell you tomorrow how it went.
Good for you. Be sure if you were interested in last night's Stanley Cup hockey final, the game one of the series, and you would like to know exactly how the experts thought it went, tune in tonight on the YouTube at 8 o'clock. We will have our good friends from Great North Sports, David Smith, Dubs. They'll have the full recap of it, and they'll talk some baseball as well to soothe that itch if you have it. We will be back here tomorrow at noon on ESPN Asheville and on the YouTubes, and we will see you then.
ESPN Asheville, your mountain weather forecast.
All right, good-looking day today. By the afternoon, lots of sunshine around. Temperatures will be pleasant. Humidity will be down 78. Tonight, mainly clear. Lows will be near 50 or just above. Some of the surrounding areas may get into the 40s. So another beauty of a start on Thursday, and not much to talk about but sunshine on Thursday. A bit milder, low 80s. Friday, sunny, middle 80s, and probably still in the middle 80s Saturday, then showers and thundershowers on Sunday. From the Weather Channel, I'm Ray Staging.
This report is sponsored by eBay. eBay is home to millions of finds, and each one becomes part of your story. From your favorite vintage band tee to the dream car you've been searching for or the foul ball you heroically gave away, it's all there on eBay. eBay. Things people love.
America is turning 250, and iHeartRadio is celebrating with $250,000 in cash. Weekdays through July 4th. Listen for your chance to win $2,500 so you can take the ultimate American getaway.
This is J.W. Whitley, General Manager at Parks Ford of Hendersonville. Incredible service, honest communication, trusted accountability. That's the Parks Promise. Experience the Parks Promise today at parksfordhendersonville.com. That's parksfordhendersonville.com.
Dan Scott here, inviting you to check out my new show every Sunday, 8 to 9 a.m. here on ESPN Asheville, where we bring sports and faith together. The Dan Scott Show, 8 a.m. Sundays on ESPN Asheville.
Your one stop for advertising? Call 844-844-iHeart.
Sure, you know Appalachian Motor Coach is the official shuttle sponsor of the Living the Dream Tailgate Tour. But did you know that they can get you anywhere in style? Weddings, bachelorette parties, corporate gatherings, family reunions, Appalachian Motor Coach makes the ride part of the fun. Luxury seating, climate control, and none of the stress of parking or driving. Appalachian Motor Coach gets you there relaxed, on time, and ready for the party. For more information, visit them at AppalachianMotorCoach.com. Appalachian Motor Coach, the best memories start on the ride.
Selling your home? Don't settle for average. Our real estate team at Clarissa Sells WNC and eXp Realty offers Zillow Showcase, an exclusive AI-powered listing experience available to just the top 10% of all listings in our area. With immersive media, cutting-edge design, and elevated marketing, Showcase listings, they go pending quicker and sell for up to $9,000 more than standard listings. Ready to stand out in a crowded market? Give our team a call today, 828-774-6343, because your home deserves the spotlight.
Portions of the following program were pre-recorded.
ESPN Asheville. Yeah. WPEK Fairview. WMXF Waynesville. An iHeart radio station. Guaranteed human.